Smoke is it just a suggestion, that box? Because he wasn't using it.
Dude, he was out there like Naked Gun. He was just like, he was ready to punch people out on the fish side. It almost felt like the Marlins were not only, and again, I realized they lost 7-1, but it almost felt like you couldn't even get out of the starting blocks because they're like, oh no, Miami, you ain't advancing. If you think you're advanced, you think we're not going to because I mean, again, I think I've learned the face of every Phillies fan. Every Phillies fan. I think I know everybody in Philadelphia who roots for the Phillies thanks to ESPN and Carl Ravitch. I get it. You guys love Philadelphia. You get it. All right? I get it. You guys are huge Philadelphia fanatics. It's great. Good for you. You get your stupid Braves Phillies series. Didn't even feel like we had a chance, Frog Boy.
You know what the problem is? Unnecessary, by the way. I think we've been spoiled from all the comebacks we've seen from all different teams in South Florida, that I had the same feeling during the Bills game, and I had this same feeling yesterday. We're down by what looks to be an insurmountable lead, and I'm like, just give us one.
Just give us one.
Just give us one.
Yeah.
Any other would have given up a long time ago.
That's what makes sports and where this team has you, so positive, because we've seen it all year. However, it also becomes one of the most disappointing moments. Like you said, when that grand slam left the bat, the feeling of we got a chance to the feeling of no chance, like that is the worst feeling in the world.
It was a no doubter too. I mean, he hit that tater tot so far.
The thing that sucks about officiating from this standpoint, when you call in balls and strikes, if you're giving the corner to everybody, that's fine. But if it becomes one-sided, then what ends up happening is now they got to throw meatballs for you to call a strike.
Yeah, it's like when you go in against a prize fighter and you feel like you got a referee who's going to break it up anytime a guy wants to make it a little dirty because he wants to keep the champ clean. It's like, all right, I already know the guy's good. I know the Phillies are good. They got a lineup with like $300 million contracts up the wazoo. You don't also need to give all their pitchers all the calls. Right? They're good enough. They're good enough.
Right. And so I think like a lot of the Marlins pitchers, the first couple of games, we're just getting frustrated. Like, but I can't throw it down the middle of the plate. They're good.
Hold on.
Let's go.
What was that at, Marcos?
10:07. Yeah. The other day was like 12 or 13, though. So,
You're getting very willy-nilly with this first segment. It's become very optional for you. It's become, if I get there, I get there. 10:07 today, Leroy.
Yeah, not as willy-nilly as our Spirit Week, though. I'll tell you what.
Dude, what is up with that?
What the hell, dude?
What is up with that? So it's Spirit Week here at Odyssey, Miami.
Yep.
And by Spirit Week, it's the 2 days.
Anything in that Spirit Week involve money?
No.
Okay, well, I'm out.
Ridiculous question. But it's Spirit Week here at Odyssey. And Wednesday was Country Day, Western Day.
You mean Tuesday?
Tuesday, excuse me, yes.
Yeah, they don't come every day.
Spirit Week is 2 days this week because that's the days that everybody is supposed to be here. And it was supposed to be Tuesday is Western Day, and Thursday was Miami Heat Day. So I was like, great. One for the sports guys, huh? We're going to have a nice little sports-themed day. As you can see, I have my Heat shirt on. Marcos has his windbreaker on. And Jay Fig in the Heat Spirit, of course, is wearing an Iron Maiden shirt.
About that.
No, that's the point. Everybody forgot. Yeah. What the hell?
I did get a text. I'll tell you what. I got a text at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Wear your boots. Or wear your country stuff.
Wear your country stuff. I got my, and I came with
I should have came up in there Tuesday like Lil Nas X.
Yes. You should, like
just in a thong, a cowboy hat, and some boots.
I walked in today and I'm like, where is everybody? The only person I saw was Amanda. That's it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't wearing Heat gear to my recollection.
Nope.
Where's all the Heat gear?
Right here in this studio.
It's supposed to be Spirit Week. Where's our spirit?
That's the spirit.
The spirit is in my soul. See that?
Oh, yeah. Like, look, I can feel the heat down in my soul.
Yeah.
Good
Mm.
job.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, what the hell? Where is everybody? Where's Spirit Week? Is there like a party we weren't invited to?
I was expecting that.
Is there? Did everybody go to FAU for heat camp? Like, where is everybody?
That's probably what it is. That's where we're wearing our Spirit stuff.
Guys, I have an outfit change. It's fine.
Oh, is it for heat stuff?
Mhm.
Oh,
But where
that's
is
good.
it?
That's
Like,
impressive.
is it at any point to even do it? Like,
Yeah,
everybody's
that's
not
true.
here.
Do you want me to go chanting down the hallway?
There's no one to
nobody
chant
here
to.
to chant to.
Yeah, I really didn't even
Except
see.
John.
John-
John's here, but
Also, John's just wearing normal
I'm pretty
clothes.
sure John's a Celtics fan like everybody else who works here.
Damn it, John.
That's the problem.
Remember when there was a bunch of Patriot fans
we have
here?
so many New
Yeah.
Englanders here.
Yeah,
Everybody,
New Englanders. They're all New Englanders.
they're all the Heat Week. I don't think so. You guys beat us every year. We're not doing that. What about Tatum? How about Tatum Week?
So disappointed.
You know we're like WEEI South. We just come there as a timeshare. You know what I've loved today, by the way? I love that basketball camp is back all the way, and I love the fact that the videos that are out, because, you know, X, as it's now branded, is nothing but just a trolling machine. And so the videos that come out are Jaylen Brown trying to practice dribbling left-handed, and everybody's like, he still ain't got it.
Oh no. Oh, no, go back. We can't let no.
Okay, this one. There you go.
Yeah, it's hopeless.
Look, everyone's defending my shirt, by the way.
Witcher.
I'm not gonna get too tough after you, J Fig. Like,
I'm supporting
nobody
Jimmy
else
right
did.
now.
Nobody else did. So I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
mad at you. I mean, I know you're a Heat lifer,
Very
but I
much
just thought
so.
today was supposed to be Heat Day. Me and Marcos were the only ones wearing Heat stuff. TC wore it. I saw him.
Oh, he did?
But he's gone now because
Oh,
their
okay.
show's over. So,
Wow.
you know, nobody else wore Heat stuff.
Mm.
I was looking forward to Heat Day.
Always next year.
We'll take a quick break. Those headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We will talk to our guy, Peter Pratt, Locked On Marlins.
Yeah.
When we want
I
Marlins,
wonder if he's sad as we are.
I don't think he's doing well, dude. And by the way, don't mind you, what did he have to stay up till like 3 a.m. to watch that yesterday?
Let's just we'll have a support group then.
Yeah, we'll have a
Seems like a little support group. Season's over. You know, we'll take a status of where they are and go from there.
We'll talk to him coming up later on this hour. Get some thoughts from my guy Pete, and lots more to get to, including Mike McDaniel being a liar.
What?
Back up.
WQAM.
Yeah. To all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. Shake it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. And we're giving you a chance to win a photo op with Raheem Mostert and an autograph, courtesy of our friends over at
If you
Hollywood.
can keep up with him,
If you can
he's
keep up with
fast.
them, if you can keep up with them, for your chance to win, text the word offense to 20357. That's your word today. Offense to 20357, and you could win. But if you don't, you can still meet Raheem Mostert at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania Beach on October 14th. There'll be photo ops and autographs. Tickets are on sale now at HollywoodCollectibles.com. Week 5 of the NFL season starts tonight with Bears and Commanders. That's at 8 o'clock. You can listen to that here at 60 WQAM.
Woo, Thursday night's back.
Thursday night's back, dude. Not great.
So Chicago's playing at the Commanders?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that's how that's going tonight.
Over 500 miles. What's the point spread? 5 or 6?
The point spread in tonight's game, pulling it up right now, is Washington -6.
Yeah.
And the thing you always have to watch out for with the Commanders, of course, is their poor fans, because you never know when there's going to be some leakage in the stands because they got that poop water that flows at FedEx Field.
That damn poop water.
You know, number one thing you have to do when you're the new owner of the Washington Commanders is fix the poop pipes, right? Now, I don't know if they can do that till after the season, but that has to be number one task at hand for the Commanders.
I think they're building a new stadium.
Are they? God,
yeah, for sure. I'd still fix it though. There's
Fix it,
football is the third thing.
Doesn't the owner of the Commanders is the same owner as the Sixers? Yeah, I think it is the same guy.
I think so.
So he's never gonna fix it.
I mean, he's got James Harden he's got to deal with right now. James Harden, who's showing up to camp in Colorado of all places.
Did he speak yesterday? I didn't even see.
I don't think he did. I think I think they've avoided that so far. That has not been a thing.
Smart.
But he's gonna have to eventually, I would think, unless they just want to keep getting fined. And I think, honestly, James Harden wants to speak to the media. I don't think he wants to hide from the media. I think he wants to get on microphones right now and call Daryl Morey a liar. That's what I think he wants to do.
When Daryl Morey responded, I have no doubt he's a liar.
Daryl Morey?
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. The odds came out though for James Harden's next team. And the Philadelphia 76ers are the favorite at +150. No team or international team is the second favorite at +400.
Really? So he's just worn out his welcome here in the NBA?
And then the next team at +500,
Clippers.
the Miami Heat.
Oh, really?
Damn it.
No, the Clippers, strangely enough, are +2,000.
Really?
Which I find really odd because that is the place he seems to want to go. No, it's Sixers out of the league and then the Miami Heat. That's the that is the current James Harden odds according to bookies.com. Fat bum. Honestly, dude, the way my luck has been going, that is probably what's going to end up happening.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know it.
To make this worse.
This is the only way you could just completely have the universe laugh at old Tobes is have James Harden show up at Heat camp.
Hey, by the way, 20 and 10 is not just on the streets. See what I'm saying?
His stats?
20 and 10.
Oh, whatever, dude.
What you think that just grow on trees?
I know that those trees die by the time April rolls around. It's a very short-lived photosynthesis.
So you better pick the fruit. You better pick
that fruit. Speaking of fruit, Jimmy Butler was in my neck of the woods yesterday.
Oh,
he was at Bednar's. I was like, oh, look at Jimmy Butler. He was getting some looked like some honey. Went to a little zoo there, saw a lemur. I like that Jimmy Butler's just hanging around, perusing around Palm Beach County.
Nice.
I love the way he has that much energy. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in camp, I wasn't taking no side trips, no visits to nowhere. I was footballing and sleeping.
He was at the Delray Tennis Center the day beforehand. He's been hobnobbing around Palm Beach. I wonder if he's going to go to the Wellington Polo Grounds next.
Ooh.
Jimmy Butler on a horse is that seems like this is how training camp goes.
Yeah, I imagine
one
him in
point.
full uniform though.
Of course.
Yeah, gotta be.
Of course, that's how that's got to go. Otherwise, what are we doing, right? What are we doing? Speaking of what are we doing, Jerome Baker, Dolphins linebacker, he said that people have been very mad at him on Twitter after the Dolphins lost to the Buffalo Bills. Mind you, Jerome Baker had the quote afterwards where he said, "I'm tired of losing to Buffalo," this being part of a defense that gave up nearly a 50 burger. But this is what Jerome Baker had to say.
Yeah, I mean, our fan base is it's funny for sure. You can just check my Twitter if you want to laugh a little bit. It's one of those things that you're going to love them when you're winning. They're going to hate you when you're not. And it's a part of the game. At the end of the day, we're professional athletes. It comes with it. But if you let it get in your head, that's when everything snowballs. So it's going to be all right.
There you go. Jerome Baker getting blasted on Twitter, apparently.
I don't know why. Like, I think a lot of this has to do with what's being asked of him. See, and let me just give you a little background. Fangio's defenses are centered around linebackers, right? Where most other defenses are centered around the front four, right? Because that's usually where your star is. And so you basically have three defensive linemen holding everybody up and causing chaos so the linebackers can make plays. If the linebackers don't make plays, or if the stars on your team are in the front four, then you probably ought to be centering the defense around them and not around the linebackers. But that's a process in which it's going to take a minute to realize that, what are we doing here, right? And all coaches make those adjustments. So to be on to be on Jerome Baker, when ideally, all the money and all the stars on your defense are up front, it should all start with them.
Josh says, Jerome's been here 6 years. He's still mid.
I was kind of thinking, all right, Van Ginkel's recent play, although a small sample size, I feel has emotionally impacted me more than Jerome Baker in the past 6 years.
Yeah, Jerome Baker. I mean, he's a middle linebacker. I don't think he's or an inside linebacker. He hasn't really, I would say, flourished.
Yeah, but he's not bad.
But he has been here for 6 years. Nobody's taken his job
for sure.
Nobody's taken his job. He's been the signal caller basically in two different defenses.
Yeah,
nobody's taken his gig. I mean,
but again, it's on Fangs to figure it out, right?
Yeah, but this isn't just a Fangs thing. I think people are going with Jerome Baker. Like when Jerome says the quote afterwards, "I'm tired of losing to Buffalo," when I think his record probably over his career is 2-8 or something like that against Buffalo, something like that. Like people are like, well, stop getting run over by Josh Allen, I guess is people's thoughts on that.
There's that.
Really?
I
and
think
you
that's
think
probably
that would have made it all better?
I'm just saying. I think that's probably why he's getting it up. It's like you're tired of losing to Buffalo. Do something. Stop him.
And so all right. Oh boy.
Well, what do you want? Like, what do you think? Like, listen. Don't blast people in their ats. I think that's a little bit rude. I did say
I don't listen. I don't. I mean, so you think Jerome Baker was the reason?
No, I think they all were the reason. But he is.
But to point, if it would him say, dude, I said that against Pittsburgh. I beat Pittsburgh once while I was in Cleveland, maybe twice. So yeah, it got to the point where I was tired of it. It didn't mean I wasn't preparing or I wasn't playing hard. It's just sometimes these things happen.
If I was on Twitter, I would have been like, at Big Mouth Leroy, smaller shoulder pads. Maybe you'll run around some Steelers faster.
Okay.
Bink. Tweet.
Oh no.
Like, wait, so now you atting me as if I were playing 30 years ago?
I don't know. The Twitter handle would have been the same.
But wait, I'm getting attacks. You were barely born. Like you were just a little bitty
I'm just saying theoretically, if it did exist back then. But I haven't added players in a while. I did back in the day, but normally it was
The only
usually
player I've ever added, 2 players, and one's
Eli.
a former player. That's Ryan Clark, and the other one is Eli Apple.
Oh yeah, our favorite.
But he attacked my city, so otherwise I wouldn't have added him at all, right? But he attacked New Orleans.
I have been blocked by Odell Beckham on Twitter, but I felt like I don't know. I sent him a GIF one time, but I don't remember what the topic was.
Oh boy, you see, you
What
just
was
hosing down. You just machine gunning. You hit
I
something.
think it probably had to
and
be.
now you're mad.
If I had to guess, it had to be some shot at the Heat that he took because it was. I sent him a Seinfeld GIF, which was the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
That was enough. That was enough.
I was blocked. I'm done.
Wow.
I haven't seen Odell Beckham's tweets since.
Jeez.
Jeez.
But it had nothing to do with this game. Like I didn't have Odell in fantasy or anything like that.
Didn't you used to at Hassan Whiteside? I feel like that was one of the people who
Maybe. Can't rule it out. Can't rule it out. Definitely added Kevin Love back in the day.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, of course. Of course. And you know what? You atting people. Like you can say what you want about all the other guys. Kevin Love is one of the nicest guys in the NBA.
Totally fair.
The loyalist. He wouldn't leave Cleveland for nothing.
It was a different time in Tobin's career. I was a button pusher. I was a rabble rouser.
Kevin Love has never done anything to anybody, right? He's always been a team player. And you added him.
If I see one more time that stupid full court pass and like, oh, nobody does that like Kevin Love. Yeah, I get it.
Like he just catching strays. He ain't doing nothing but playing the game he loved.
I was very petty. I was fueled by petty.
Oh my goodness. Oh, somebody said you definitely at Jimmy Butler.
Not for negative stuff.
Oh,
Not for negative stuff. I do have one that says, "Ha! Look at the sourpuss on at Kevin Love's face."
Oh god.
when was this? How long ago was this?
Let's see.
You've been taking pleasure in his pain for quite some time.
It's like 2014, if I had to guess.
So almost 10 years ago.
I told you it was a different time, dude.
Oh,
Twitter was willy-nilly. It was a Wild West. I don't do that anymore.
You're terrible.
Gotta
Holy-
cleanse your
I
Twitter,
miss the
dude.
Wild West.
You are the people Jerome Baker was talking about.
I was.
You are a perfect example of what Jerome Baker was talking about.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll flip back over to the Fish, whose season comes to an end. Our guy, Peter Pratt from Locked On Marlins. We'll talk to him coming up next. All right. Great music to start in October there, Pudge Rodriguez.
Damn it.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM.
I've heard it twice.
We've got you a chance to win tickets to see the NASCAR Cup Series playoff at Homestead Miami Speedway on October 21st and 22nd. It's easy to enter. Just go to WQAM.com/contest. And if you'd like to purchase tickets, go to HomesteadMiamiSpeedway.com.
It's fun.
Yeah.
By far.
You said.
You can't imagine how many people are watching this. That's the thing that caught me off guard. It's a lot of people.
Let's go out right now to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop hundreds of Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Our guy from Locked On Marlins, Peter Pratt, joining us there as the Marlins season came to an end last night. So who better
Pete,
to
you
talk
need a
to?
hug?
How you feeling, man? How we feeling?
Yes, group hug.
Give it to me.
Buddy, listen, it was a hell of a run. We'll get into it in just a bit, but just what was your immediate feeling as that grand slam left the park last night? What was the feeling that came over you?
I can tell you the exact feeling, and good to see you all guys, firstly. I can tell you the exact feeling. That happened at 3 a.m. UK time. So I can tell you exactly what the reaction was. I lifted up the remote, I hit it off, and I strolled back to bed. I knew it was cooked. The salami ended the season, and I strolled back up to bed at 3 a.m. in pain. But,
I can't believe that, buddy. You had to be you had to be so excited. Your first full season playoffs, you're up at 3 a.m. watching the Fish.
Crazy, right?
What did you make of it? It was a short series. Just really couldn't get any momentum going. Do you think it was just a case of the Phillies pitching? Do you think atmosphere got to the Fish a little bit? What do you think was the big missing piece in this series for them?
Yeah, firstly, the atmosphere was absolutely rocking, right? I think that's the only regret, only thing I'm disappointed about is that we didn't get to see that at home, right? Like the Marlins make it, and the way this new wild card is structured, no home games at all for the Marlins. I think that's kind of the biggest regret we'll have after all the effort to get there. They played great to get there, by the way. Overperformed, we have to say. I think that's the one thing. But the atmosphere in Philadelphia, I must say, insane, unbelievable. Particularly when the poor Rays, not a million miles away, their attendance was like below 20,000. It's kind of crazy. So atmosphere was amazing. To your point, though, the Phillies pitching, particularly Zach Wheeler in game one, was just insane. Yeah. Insane. Aaron Nola kind of followed it up too. Like the Phillies pitched great. What I would say as well, I think my overall assessment is there were some lucky hits for the Phils in there. Like the rub of the green went with the Phils, I would say. The salami and the JT Realmuto, no doubter. Let's take them away. But there was definitely some rub of the green for the Phils. And boy, oh boy, 6 innings yesterday, game 2. There was a lot of discourse around the umpiring. A lot of.
We were talking about how the strike zone. Holy smokes!
Peter, we listen. I do this nearly with every broadcast over here on every sport. I do feel like Miami gets the short end when it comes to the favoritism from the national media, but it felt like I was listening to the Phillies home broadcast with Carl Ravitch, and I know Eduardo's got ties down here, but it was like Phillies this, Phillies that, and then on top of it, the umpires were giving them the benefit of the doubt on every call. I mean, Jazz Chisholm, every time it seemed like he was going down with a pitch on that was off the plate. He was pissed, but he was never getting that call. It was so frustrating.
Yeah, so it's so hard, right? And you don't want to get into that headspace, but I was drawn into it last night on Twitter. I spent the whole 6 innings kind of watching the game through, one eye, and the other eye I was tweeting about umpiring mishaps and strike zones, which is disappointing. I've been thinking about this more this morning, driving the kids to school. I was tired, I'm not going to lie, but I was driving them to school. I was thinking about it. I was like, the amount of human error that impacts these games is wild in the modern day. Like, there has to be some sort of happy medium to retain the history of baseball and the human error, the human element of umpiring, but somehow introduce some technology to get the big calls right. And balls and strikes, they matter. A blown, ball or strike call early in the count, it matters so much. And so I'd like to see, baseball find a way to introduce some sort of technology there, particularly the Jazz Chisholm Jr. when you talk about, That was so wide, it was ridiculous. That umpire should be suspended for 3 games for that call alone. It was ridiculous. So
right, but Peter, here's the deal: if you're gonna be a bad balls and strike guy, be it consistently, right? If both teams are complaining, I have no problem with that. That means you're just bad. But what happened, what I started noticing after the first couple of, going into the second game, is that you're making the Miami pitchers throw the ball right down the middle of the plate because you're not giving them any corners. And then you're giving them, if it just glances past the plate, they're calling it on them. So it makes it more difficult for the hitters, the Miami hitters, to determine what's a strike and a ball. If you're consistent with it, everybody can just kind of play the game that's there.
Yeah.
But they're not. So, the Phillies pitchers who pitch great, but they were getting some calls. I mean, I saw one ball, it almost bounced off the plate. And he's like, strike. And the batter looks around and is like, what? Right. And so, you can't say nothing to him. It was egregious. And so now you're stuck swinging at bad pitches or throwing the ball down the middle of the plate. And if you're not great enough to overcome all that stuff, you get in trouble. And that's what happened to Miami.
No doubt. Good assessment. It was tough for the guys. It was definitely one-sided, I would say. Game 2 in particular. It was tough, but what I have to say, when I look back on it overall, my assessment, with the cold light of day, the morning after, Marlins had a great 1-6-2 season, the best 1-6-2 for 20 years. And I must say, the buzz around this team, last couple of days, few days kind of building up to this, I haven't seen it like that for any of the years that I followed the club since kind of 2016. So that's great to see. They played great. They overperformed. And listen, the Phils, they're a tough team. They played well. I'm not sure many teams can go into Philadelphia in that environment and win a best of 3, to be honest with you. It's such a tough assignment with 45,000 just going bananas. It's a tough assignment. So the Fish should be proud. They should be proud of what they achieved. We spoke before the year got rolling, guys, and we were uncertain. What Marlins are we going to get? They only had 69 wins last year to go 69 to 84. Huge improvement. Some luck in there, a lot of one-run wins and comeback victories, you name it. But it's been a fun season. I think the Fish, just generally as a club, should be really proud, I must say.
It was definitely a weird year for sure, but it's impressive because I think we were talking to Tommy Hutton this week, and he was even admitting, he's like, there were times I'd take out my headset and I'd talk to Paul and be like, I don't know how they're going to bounce back from this. And yet they seem to find a way, even with the heartbreaking losses in the 9th. Because, they had plenty of comebacks, but they had plenty of heartbreakers too. And, you think about Sandy's injury and, having to deal with Uri and the pitch count and all that stuff. They still were able to weather through Solaire's injury, Jazz's injury. So they showed a lot. I get the people who want to say, oh, look at the run differential. They were never that good, but there's got to be some kind of value in that.
Right.
Nothing seemed to really take them out of this. They were always able to have an answer to when some obstacle knocked them down. It just maybe seemed that the playoffs were too much for them. I don't know.
A tough ask. I mean,
Peter, is there such a thing of making too much contact?
I think so. I mean, the amount of double plays.
Right. That's what I'm like, you almost wish they'd swing and miss instead of hitting it, especially when you have contact pitchers. They're going to keep it low in the zone. You're not going to really be able to get any lift. And it's just like every time it's like a double play waiting to happen. They probably hit in more double plays than any team we've seen in a while this year, right?
It must be historical pace, the double plays. So they're a record-breaking club, no doubt, this year.
But Peter, what did you make of the just resilience this year of everything they had to go with?
That was it. What I would say, when we step back and think of this year, one thing that stood out to me, no drama with this club. Do you know how other years, Starling Marte sending rats off on a rocket, you've got players meetings where everyone's blowing up, and no drama this year. Skip Schumacher, I must say, came in, first-time manager, set the standard, and I think everyone bought into that. And I think that really shown on the field too. Kim Ang, I say, absolutely nailed the deadline. By far, it was the best deadline of any club out there, of all the 30 clubs. And this club, they never quit. The resiliency was immense. and they had to fight tooth and nail to get in. It was only 84 wins. We look back, but they fought so hard for those 84. Resiliency was there, no drama. And it's a springboard for next year, right? Like we go into the offseason thinking there's still some pieces, there's some work to do, but you can't help but be excited. Equally, you got to look around and go, the Mets are probably going to be better. So are the Padres, so are the Cardinals. So, it's going to be tough. Like the Marlins, got the 84 wins at the right time where other big clubs kind of fell away. But, I think there's a lot to be hopeful for heading into 24, to be honest with you.
I am hopeful that, Bruce Sherman got a little taste of this and, maybe that does inspire them to even push further because, yeah, you're right. The Mets are obviously going to make a bid probably for Shohei Ohtani or whoever's out there to try and fix what they did this year because they were a disaster. And I know the Marlins will have reinforcements in their staff, but like we know, like they got to keep it up with having the amount of sticks they had in their lineup. And it did kind of change the philosophy. But if you had like a wish list going into next year, just like of your top 2 things you wanted to see either kept or brought in, like what are the couple things that you think this team could really push them into contending next year?
It's tough, right? They need to address the shortstop position. Like that's kind of like priority 1. It was a bit of a black hole offensively, kind of defensively too. The era of like this free agent class of shortstops that was like year after year for a couple of years, it's gone. You may be lucky to have like Javi Baez or someone available as you don't want to touch. So he's absolutely not the profile the Marlins are looking for these days. So they need to think about the shortstop position. That's kind of like P1. A lot of people have pointed catcher, and I get it. But I think overall, the Marlins at the back end of this, they got the Soler issue too. And so they're going to need a power stick. So they need the shortstop needs to be sorted and addressed somehow, probably via a trade. Equally, Soler replacing someone that has that legit power, 40 home run power plus is necessary. Maybe you can get Soler back, but these guys, they tend to perform really well in contract years. And then the cycle starts where they go cold again. So yeah, I'll wait to see how they address that. But a power stick and a shortstop, I think, are key priorities. And the reality is it's not going to be heavy free agents. So Kim is going to have to work her magic to make it happen, I think.
Peter Pratt, go follow his work.
Thanks, Peter.
Marlins. He does a fantastic job. We always appreciate the time, man. Thank you. I know it was a late night for you. Had the kiddies this morning. So for you to give us a few minutes, we really appreciate it, Peter.
Absolutely, guys.
There you go. Peter Pratt. Go follow him and check him out. Miami
You
Marlins.
just like hearing Peter talk.
I mean, who wouldn't? Follow him at Miami Marlins _UK. He does a fantastic job with the fish. Every single day does a podcast for the Marlins. You guys can go watch it on YouTube. Go subscribe to his YouTube. Go subscribe to his podcast, Locked on Marlins.
He actually knows his stuff too. Like, don't be fooled by where he is. Man, from top to bottom, he knows the whole organization.
No, he's that dude, man. He's there's a lot of great guys out there covering the fish, and he's definitely one of them. So we appreciate Peter giving us some time. We'll take a quick break into the Miami Dolphins. Vic Fangio meeting with the media right now, talking about the defense. And so we'll get to that, this matchup, to us, some thoughts on this upcoming week. Back with more for this.
Jesus Christ.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
I just felt like you needed some help there.
If I need help, Frog Boy, I'll ask for it.
Oh, now all of a sudden you got problems with frogs, dude. Didn't have a problem yesterday on your story, huh?
Bro, I put up that video of a frog on my Instagram story, and everybody just keeps taking the same joke, which I laugh at every time, which is nice to see you hanging out with Marcos.
Yep.
Found a tree frog yesterday, Leroy, outside my house. It was cool looking.
He was very nice to it.
You know? Yeah, let's see.
Look at the commentary. Look at the design. The elegance.
He looked like at any second he could lunge at you.
Oh, dude,
I resemble him.
he lunged like from because it was on the garbage can. He like Superman leapt. He had complete spring in his step, but I think he wanted to be the hell away from me. But then he was at a point where he was frozen. So I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, he could have just jumped right into my face. I don't think he bites, but do you guys bite?
No, we're more of just slap you with the tongue.
He was cool though. He had like his little suction. We're also like chasing a giant ass toad in the backyard too. But then it led us to the tree frog, and I was more intrigued by him.
Yeah.
You know?
It's nice to
You
see
have the attention span of a gnat.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Because
we were looking at a toad, but then he ran us around, and then a tree frog.
Tree frogs are cooler, dude. They got the suction cups. You know, that's just cool. Well, frogs are kind of gross. I mean, bufo toads, they're kind of gross.
Yeah, they're gross.
And they poop all over my patio.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in that, dude.
They hump a lot too.
Yeah,
Gross.
horny.
Don't like them. Not a fan of the toads.
Horny amphibians all the time.
They give you warts too. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Don't matter. I ain't getting that close.
Yeah.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Vic Fangio addressing the media. He said on the Bills beatdown, the player's reaction was, quote, from Omar Kelly's Twitter, disappointment, pride is hurt, upset, everything rolled up into one. Well, fix it, dude. Fix it. Okay? If everything's rolled up into one, why don't you roll up a solution into one there, Fangs?
You sure he's not on notice?
No, he's not on notice.
All right.
But
Why are you lashing out then?
It's enough, dude.
It's one game. It's one game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's been a season.
Fangs asked about the linebacker play. Be where you're needed and be more consistent.
Oh, seems like he's pointing fingers.
Interesting.
You got 4 of them.
Does he?
How about going with 3?
On the Wilkins, Sealer, Davis defensive line from Barry Jackson's Twitter, he says they need to do. He says, do they need to get more pass rush help from that group? Fang said they need to do a better job of that. We need to do a better job of getting them in those positions.
And we need to do a better job of adding another defensive lineman. Because that's when they had success last year.
Yep.
Interesting.
Listen, let me put it out there for just normal, everyday, common folks who follow the Dolphins, right?
Yep.
For the last 5 years, we've been talking about bringing a linebacker in. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've been talking about how great we like the D-line, right? We added to that with Chubb and Jalen Phillips, right? So why are we taking one of those guys off the field and adding another guy who we've had questions about for the last 5 years? We've been talking about linebacker help every offseason for the last 5 or 6 years. Is this not an accurate assessment?
I would say probably second to O-line. People have been wanting a good linebacker.
Sure. So why would you then increase the number of people you have questions about and decrease the position that you feel is one of your strengths? I'm no defensive coordinator, but I do have some damn common sense. I want more of what helps us win, not less.
Barry Jackson says Fangio said in hindsight, maybe he would have done something different versus Diggs. Quote, second guessing is justified.
What?
Damage is done.
Second guessing is justified? You think?
I may have gotten that
Here.
one wrong. Yeah, Fangs.
When I
you
watch a
did.
football, when I watch a football game, and I watch the way things are going during the game. Now, here's what I don't have the ability of knowing. I don't know what the coaches think of certain players, right? So a lot of decisions may be based on whether they feel players can succeed in those situations. But I'm going to say this. After 2 touchdowns, we sending down an alarm
Right.
to say this bleep don't work. Let's change it up a little bit, right? Not on Thursday after a game. It's too late. Football is about making adjustments, right? We all see coaches, make adjustments, do different things on a daily basis. I told you on Monday, I think that at some point, the offense is going to have to make some adjustments because the 2 teams you struggle against play very similarly defensively in that they crowded the middle of the field, they allowed you to make the short throws, and they attacked the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but I do think that the old don't like to change their ways. And so if you were to tell me who's going to adjust quicker, I would say probably McDaniel because he's not old.
But he's also the head coach.
Yes.
He can go to Fangs and say, we need to, change this up a little bit.
I hope so. I hope that's the case. Mike McDaniel, he was talking about the idea of he was asked if the idea of the Giants is a quote get right game, and he did not like that. He did not like that.
Me neither.
Get right game doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't think anybody in our locker room is looking at it like that. You have to. It is hard enough to get your game to its best, and when you've left some stuff to be desired, as I know our locker room feels, the thing you want to do is be focused on yourself and how it applies to the opponent every single week. And even if you approach something as a get right game and you're fortunate, like you set yourself up to lose for one, but let's say you're fortunate enough to win. You have now lost your competitive momentum and in your process of progressing throughout the season, that even though you may have squeaked out a win, the residuals you will pay for.
Huh.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
He is 100% correct.
Wow. All right.
Like if it's the first quarter of the season, you're trying to build and be the best version of yourself going into December and January, right? If you treat a week like a get right game and you don't progress, even if you win, then that means that it's going to take you longer to get to your best version of yourself. So he's right. And plus, let's not act like anybody can't beat anybody.
Yeah, it's like the great coach Howard Burns says, if you cheat the game, the only person you're cheating is cheating yourself.
Who?
The great Howard Burns, football aficionado.
What was the quote one more time?
If you cheat the game, the only one you're cheating is you're cheating yourself.
It's a lot of cheating in that quote.
I don't know if maybe I put too many cheatings in there, but yeah, if you cheat the game, the only one you're
It's
cheating is
something
cheating
like
yourself.
No, you don't have to say that. You don't have to say the last cheating.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's not an original statement.
No, but I'm pretty sure Coach Burns was the first one to say that.
From where?
Burns.
Football.
Where football?
What's his name?
It's
Mike,
a movie.
Mike, what's going on, Mike?
No.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, buddy. What's going on?
Look, man, everybody's getting out of hand, this defense, okay? I know they had a horrible game. They had a great game before. Not so great, but, they were getting there. These games are, They're due to happen. No matter, Buffalo's a hell of an offense. People don't realize, even though I hate them. But and out there, it's hectic place to play, no matter what month it is during the year. It's tough when you have a new coach, defensive coach in there. You have to get comfortable with him. It's not that easy as people think. I mean, I've played before, and Leroy, you play before. You know how it is. I mean, you cannot have everything good. It's like a job, If something doesn't work, you go the next day and make it work. That's it. I'm pretty sure it's going to get better. Remember the Marino days? The offense was great, and the defense was horrible. They had to score 40 points, 30 points almost every game to win. So everything's not going to be cheese. I mean, it is what it is, but you just got to get to grow up and stop crying. Later.
All right. See you, Mike.
Who is this quote from again? One more time. You said Howard Burns?
Oyster Burns, brother.
I think so. I think what does Google say about you cheat the game? The only one you're cheating is cheating yourself.
Cheat the game.
You don't have to say the last cheating, you moron.
I think that's what it is, though. I'm pretty sure that's where Mike Daniel found the quote.
It's not.
Yourself.
The only person you're cheating is
yourself. Yeah, you cheat the game. The only one you're cheating is cheating yourself.
No, it's cheating yourself. Stop.
Right. Exactly.
It's not.
It doesn't exist.
There's a lot going on there.
Dade South says, I think having two starters out matters the most in the scheme and the formation. Listen, not having Jalen Phillips and Deshaun Elliott. I mean, technically 3 stars if you want to count Jalen Ramsey too. Yes, not having Deshaun Elliott was terrible because I don't know how Brandon Jones is physically. He's coming back from an injury. We saw with Raheem Mostert last year. He didn't look right about to like the last third of the season coming off of a bad knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair, Dade Salve. I do think that not having Jalen Phillips right and not having Deshaun Elliott is a thing, but I do think that also in the first week we've seen some things that have been concerning aside from them.
Here's what happens. You're going along willy-nilly. You're not really necessarily paying attention to the issues that you may or may have in the future. And this is what I'm talking about, being the best version of yourself. And then it all comes to roost in one game, right? So basically what it makes you do is it makes you now concentrate and focus on these things. Like, okay, what are we going to do here? We can't just go out and run our offense. We got to have a contingency plan defensively. Okay, what are we going to do here? And instead of just having that kind of bravado of we just scored 70, right? Now you got to pay attention to all those little things that cause big problems. So during the course of a season, these things happen.
Mike McDaniel also went on to say on the old get right game, he says they can't overlook anybody.
I do not care about any other team in the league. I do not want us to progressively get worse. So there's a get right. You'll get learned a lesson. And it happens every year. And it's you can't do it if you're trying to be your best version of yourself. Because there's too many good players, too many good coaches. And shoot, this game will be one less game that I'll have in my career moving forward.
What? Now that made 0 sense. He had me. Then he said, "This game will do what?"
He said, "A get learned."
You get right, you're gonna get learned. -1 to Mike McDaniel.
-1.
Now all of a sudden he's a damn Beverly Hillbilly.
Let me tell you this: you trying to get right, you're gonna get yourself that there. Learned a lesson. And I'll tell you one thing. This next game is going to be one less game than I have in my career.
I don't even understand that.
I don't understand it either.
That was a trick. The first one, he was actually
he was on
sense.
point, but then he just keeps talking because he just talks too much. He doesn't know when to stop.
He
So he does.
he
He
just
doesn't
keeps
know-
talking until everybody's confused. Because I'm more than sure that everybody was looking up at that podium going, huh?
What?
What?
What are you talking about, man?
Well, first we was getting learned, and then one less game. What is that? It was.
You should have just coached. You should have just quoted the great Coach Burns.
That's not okay. Hold on. I'm still having. Where did he coach? Where do you think? Where are you
It's
saying?
from a movie.
No,
I looked it up.
No,
Actually, I looked the movie character, Coach Burns.
I'm telling. No, it's not a movie. He was a real football coach.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
who?
I think it was the BFL back in the day, like one of the original
BFL.
football leagues.
Oh yes, let me look that up as well.
Yeah, I think it was the Birmingham Football League. It was known back in the day, Coach Burns.
Oh yeah, I see it here.
Yeah.
Actually. Yep.
And he said, "You cheat the game. The only thing you're cheating is cheating yourself."
You're not. He says the only thing you're cheating is yourself. You don't have to say cheat yourself, you idiot.
I don't think he said any of that. If I had to be honest.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell Coach Burns is.
By the way, the BFL is the Bass Fishing League, so I'm not sure.
You're an idiot.
Coach Burns really doing some work there.
How do you teach somebody to fish?
Well, you teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. You catch a man to fish, he eats for a day.
Catch a man.
Go to
So
break.
really,
no.
if you just catch a man to fish, you're cheating that man, and the only thing you're cheating is cheating yourself.
All righty.
What if we catch a man in a sports bra? Because that's where you going.
You let you know.
When is that happening?
Well, first, I don't want to insult Tobes by getting him double X, but I think he just needs extra large because I'm gonna keep it afterwards. So it's got to be a size that I fit.
I'll make it work.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Fat guy in a little coat.
I don't like this. Why does Elon Musk find the need to change Twitter every day?
What did he do now?
What did he change now?
Now pictures are
Oh, no.
links. And
What?
so it looks like you're clicking on a picture, but you're actually clicking on a link for something. And I just don't know the reason that he finds the need to do this. It's like
he's ruining the world.
He has a different change for this damn website.
Leave well enough alone.
Just leave it alone, dude.
There
It's
was nothing wrong with it
fine the way that
before.
it was. You know, and now I got to get used to this. And I know he's just going to change something in a month from it now.
I'm going to beat him up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Very violent.
Zuckerberg and him were supposed to fight, so someone's got to finish it.
Well, I don't disagree.
I
with
was
you.
getting ready to leave for a minute
Why?
because Rebecca gets out of school at 11:30 today.
Oh,
What?
why?
Early release?
Yeah,
Little half day
But-
action.
Oh.
yeah, but my mother-in-law's here, so
Oh,
Oh, nice.
how was the birthday celebration? Did it go well? Did you surprise her?
woo. So I got up at 4:30. I had to do 2 rounds of ribs. That's 4 hours each.
Wow.
Cooked 30 pounds of chicken.
God,
I got done.
It's a lot of chicken.
it's a lot of chicken.
I got done. I had on my file that was supposed to be a late checkout.
It's a lot of chicken.
She called me at 11:30 to say they kicked me out for the
Oh,
Hard Rock. I called them. They go, oh, well, they have to confirm it at the front desk. I'm like,
What?
how the hell am I supposed to know that? It gets worse. They charged her for the room. So imagine being you're telling somebody you get them something for their birthday, and they charge her $700.
I was gonna
Because
say,
of
that's
like
not
the
cheap.
deposit or something like that? Like,
I
how do
don't
they
know. When I got there, I told the kid everything on this card, room charges, everything. I made them give an ID, so their ID would also, with their room, right? And still, he botched it. So now he got charged. So now I have to go in.
Yeah.
I have to get her money back,
Hotel
put it on the card that was already on file, and then drive back home. We get back, right? So everybody's ready for the surprise. Mima's got to go pee. So she don't even go in the back. She goes to the bathroom, and everybody's like, where's Mima? Where's Mima? She's in the bathroom. So now we got to wait. And then she comes out, and she's like, oh, man, I had to go. So,
Oh, you got her at least.
Yeah.
we got it. She had an awesome week. Her brother and sister came down from Canada. So it was cool. It was fun.
Hotel people, hotel front desk people, a little power hungry, yeah?
They like
A little
Dude.
power hungry.
It's not your building, dude.
So here, this is how sure I was about this. When I called and made the reservation, I said this: if I have to get one of the rooms for another night so that they have somewhere to be until 4:00, I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll note your file. And then that nonsense happened. So I'm like, and then I got burned with boiling water.
How'd that happen?
We were breaking down the stuff, right? One of the nephews was helping out. And, those bottom pans are flimsy, right? So he went to pick it up. It was a little hot. Woo, 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 all on my leg, up and down my leg. I've been rubbing my leg with aloe.
The broken one?
No, the opposite one.
Jeez.
So one leg hurts like hell. One leg feels like I'm on fire.
Jesus.
So I got the aloe or whatever. And I wasn't even mad at him. I knew it was an accident, but I got my leg burned. So I was mad that my leg was burned. And just like, yeah.
You need a cleansing.
So
Was it the leg that hurts too?
No, it's just
you
the
want to
opposite
like
one.
It's
like
the opposite leg. So they both hurt.
you want to like seance his leg?
Yeah, I gotta look up the metaphysical meaning of leg.
Hey, so
injury.
let me ask,
Mommy, do.
what do fucks? Don't y'all have some kind of like stuff in your liver?
Yeah, they have like regeneration frogs.
That's hurtful. I'm just trying to help our friend here.
All right, I'm just letting you know. Just trying to give you a
Look at
heads
this.
up.
You know what, Leroy? A lot of the leg stuff seems to be a lot of pride. Look, your knees. Injuries with your knees, representation of our pride. Pain associated here is reluctance to admit fear.
Like looking on an acupuncture website or something?
No,
like
this
that?
is
What is
LinkedIn
going
somehow.
on? LinkedIn?
Yeah, it's very strange.
LinkedIn.
Also,
Are
I
you
think
reluctant
Leroy
to
has
admit fear?
left.
Is there a website that more people have that they look at less than LinkedIn?
Yeah, I don't think
It had
so.
a good.
I think
It had a good coming out party.
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
I don't know who's
It
still
was.
doing
Yeah,
it.
look, grand opening, grand closing.
It's more like grand opening. Hey, it's still here. Oh yeah, I'll see you. You know, I don't know how they're still sticking around.
Like
but
AOL
yeah.
stuck around 30 years longer, and we didn't even realize it. Remember, they just
Sticking
came
around.
out and said AOL is ending on Thursday. They go, really? It's still going?
I'll check in on LinkedIn like every 4 months, and then people will be like, "Hey, I tried to reach you on LinkedIn." I'm like,
What?
"That's the place."
I give you credit for checking every 4 months. To be honest,
yeah,
That's responsible.
because I'll see like, "Oh yeah, this person's
I
trying
keep
to reach
getting
you on
messages
LinkedIn."
asking me if I want to be a manager at Burger King.
Yeah. You should take them up on that offer, dude. It's still
I'm like, do you
still
like
on the table.
what
Should be
did
the
I
12th.
fill out that I ended up as my job? Burger King.
Shmee the Chmolnik says that Tobin subscribes to Sausage Links in.
Point for Twitter.
Speaking of a guy who probably checks his LinkedIn a lot, Travis Kelce. I don't know. Travis Kelce was on his podcast, and he thinks it's been a little bit too much with the Taylor Swift stuff.
Is the NFL overdoing it? What is your honest opinion?
I think everybody's just like overwhelmed
your feelings
with
for Taylor. What is your honest opinion on how the NFL is treating celebrities at games?
I think it's fun when they show who all is at the game. You know, I think it brings a little bit more to the atmosphere, brings a little bit more to what you're watching. But at the same time, I think
they're overdoing it.
They're overdoing it a little bit for sure, especially my situation.
Right.
I think they're just trying to have fun with it, and a lot of the people watching. Go ahead, let's hear it.
I just think the NFL is not used to celebrities coming to the games. Like basketball has it figured out. They're all courtside. They're sitting there. They show them once or twice, and then they get back to the game. NFL is like, oh, look at all these A-list celebrities in the game. You keep showing them, show them. Dude, listen, you show them once, let them know that they're maybe after a touchdown, you get a little clip, but you can't be overboard with it.
Yeah.
People are there to watch the game, right?
I mean, listen, dude. You asked for this on your podcast. Like, don't tell me all of a sudden, oh, it's too much. Like, what'd you think was going to happen when you dated Taylor Swift, dummy?
But guess what? She's used to this. You're not.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a little bit overkill.
You've never had to go in hiding for a year.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit too much. Why? Because your exes are getting interviewed by Inside Edition?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
People can't get enough of this, dude. They can't get enough.
This is so big that his exes are becoming famous?
That's right.
The old Love Inside Edition, though.
No, the old do Love Inside.
There's a next not coming after him, but kind of saying that, just saying good luck, Taylor, basically.
What's a cheat? Always a cheat.
He's
One of
a
them said.
dog. Can't wait till that song drops from Taylor about his dog ways.
Well, maybe you just wasn't the one to keep him at home.
Maybe.
Shots fired.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
But in fairness to Travis, I don't think they're going to break into a Red Zone channel while Taylor's doing her Eras tour. So, but that's what people listen. I would say it's a fine argument by them, but you guys were playing the Jets, so what else are they going to show?
I mean, they are overdoing it.
Are
I do
they?
agree. Yes. After every play, it's
Yeah, they
just,
did go
oh
to
my
her
God,
quite a
Taylor,
bit.
Taylor. I love Taylor, and I'm very happy that this is happening, but it's a little bit too much.
You got to strike while the iron's hot. Like
Ryan Reynolds was there too.
Ryan Reynolds was
Blake
there.
Lively.
Blake Lively and
Wolverine guy.
Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
But I don't agree with Jason Kelce saying that the NFL's not used to celebrities. Like, yeah, they are.
That kind of confused me too.
They it's definitely not a celebrity thing. It's your brother's dating the biggest musician on the planet
17 times.
It's that thing.
This is over. Like, there's famous, and then there's T Swift.
You guys say like,
right?
but
she's beyond all that.
She
It's like Messi. Why? Like Messi going into Publix. Dude, you got 300 million followers plus.
Yeah,
You
but there's a
ain't-
lot of people. There's a lot of people though who are tuning in for Taylor Swift aren't tuning in for the whole game, and it's like Glenn will tell you, "Hey, you replay that time spent listening, time spent watching." People aren't watching. People are just peeking in. Oh, T Swift is there. They're having a little cheese and wine party.
But isn't sports different than sports talk?
No, not really.
You tend to hang in there a little bit longer with sports.
Yeah, but if you're not a sports fan and you're like the Cavs just peeking in there, then it's different. You know?
We did. Remember we did this with Jessica Simpson and
Tony Romo.
Tony
Yep.
Romo. I never figured that one out because remember she was remember that show she had on with who's Lachey?
Yeah, well, I think we figured why that relationship didn't work out. It's because she wasn't a dual threat quarterback for Buffalo.
It's true.
We knew who his true love was. His true love plays for the Bills. Oh, Jess, if only you could just avoid all of this contact and keep it going and throw it downfield to Stephon Diggs. Huh? Who's Stephon Diggs?
What?
You'll see someday, Jim. Back to you.
You remember the show she did? They had a reality show, and she said something about chicken of the sea.
Yeah, that was like with her and Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
Who now looks like he's got an empty soul because he hosts every
show,
dating show on Netflix.
God.
Hey guys, it's me, Nick Lachey. Today we're gonna find out: will you actually love somebody you've never seen? It's Love Is Blind.
Oh my God, my wife watches that, and I'm like, I see some of these people, and I'm thinking,
All right. It's like
that's the
No.
only chance you have of getting married, right?
coming
there.
up on Netflix. Blind, Hot to Handle. Hey guys, it's me, Nick Lachey. Today we're gonna find out. Now that you guys have seen each other, can you handle it not having sex on an island that you thought you were going to have sex to? Back with more after this on Netflix. Oh wait, we don't have commercials. Where am I? Hello?
Back with more after this on Netflix.
That's what it always works for Seacrest. What do you mean I have to
Yeah.
host the whole show? Seacrest just gets to go to break.
Nick Lachey is there for like 5 minutes.
It looks like the easiest gig. I don't know how much he gets paid for that.
He shows up for 2 minutes. The first episode randomly shows up, maybe during not even.
Yeah, they show up for like the challenges every once in a while.
No, so like whenever they're going to transition into another phase. So he probably comes out in a total.
Wait a
of, like,
minute.
4
Whoa. Another phase. You watching the hell out of this, huh, J Fig?
I do. I get bored sometimes.
All right.
And I need drama, so then I watch that.
Wow.
Hey guys,
That's
it's me,
drama?
today we're gonna find out whether or not you could be in love with somebody, even if they're a terrible cook. It's called Scarf It Down.
Of love.
Take a quick break. Mix it up coming up next.
my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Well,
Let 'em see what
welcome back to Tobin and Leroy show. Apparently, Tobin is doing the show from the other room.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you can see that, but look at him.
Look at that. Oh, look at little Toby. His little.
Any
Sweet.
particular reason why?
All right, let's take guesses
No
as to what he
idea.
can possibly be doing in the other studio.
A bit.
A bit. Okay. Leroy's guess is he's concocting a bit of some sort. J-Fig, what do you think he's doing?
I mean, usually I know what goes on in there, but
Oh, here he comes.
Come
he's
on, quick,
meeting with
quick.
the principal. That's what
Meeting
he's
with the
doing.
principal. Okay, I think he's being a bum. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I think he's being a bum.
Wait,
Okay,
no,
everyone, be cool, be cool.
oh,
Talk about something cool. He's coming.
Macho Marlins man.
The taxes. Why did I say taxes, guy? He's coming. He's gonna come back now. He's gonna be aggressive. Let's talk some football.
He's definitely gonna lash out.
He's already lashing out. His mic's not on. He's lashing out.
What happened?
So what were you doing? We had guesses. We have a pool going.
Yes.
Leroy thought you were concocting a bit. J-Fig.
I was rolling on Jimmy Butler's sound that I wanted to play later on in the show.
Oh, so I was correct.
Yes.
Being a bum.
It's obviously the obvious answer.
That is what I was doing.
Yes.
It was working. Is what it,
Look at this.
And all I
guy.
said, hey, could you text me when there's 30 seconds left? And you texted me when there was 2 seconds left, and your text was send J-Fig to the window.
Yeah.
So as I said, fix it, dude.
In my defense, I was doing some real football stuff.
Let's get to some mixed bag here, all right?
Can't wait for you to see what he mixed up.
I tell you what, dude, this is gonna be one for the ages. All right, I'm gonna give everyone an opportunity. Rip it. When I rip it, now I'm trying to rip it. Now I'm trying to flip it. So, if you are currently listening in the radio, 560 WQAM, go ahead and switch over to our YouTube and Twitch. You're gonna want to see this.
All
I
right.
feel like you should give him some time.
Yes, I
Maybe
will
start with something else.
give you some. Okay, cool. You know what? That's a brilliant idea. That is a brilliant idea indeed. So, mixed bag, you know how it goes.
Apparently, time has no optics to him. That's why he didn't text me when I asked for a little bit of a warning that we were coming back from break, Jennifer. He's like, oh, just send over.
I didn't know about
just
this message.
Just send Jen over to the window and knock.
Wait.
Oh, we're back, by the way.
All right.
She has an alarm on her watch.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
was
she's
here the whole
responsible.
time, okay?
No, it gets
Yeah.
you back from breaks, but somehow that watch never gets you on time
Yeah.
for
All
work.
right. You're lashing out.
If
We're
it was
emotionally
on
defensive
murderer
here.
time, I would be back at like 7 minutes into the segment.
So
you know?
much
Right.
lashing, dude. What? So much lashing.
It's his fault. Anyway. what do you got?
Anyway, remember Joe Namath talking crap about Zach Wilson?
I do. He said he was a bum. Get him out of my life.
Indeed. Well, he changed his mind because sometimes the facts
Oh,
change, dude.
man.
The facts change. This is what Joe Namath had to say.
We lost the game. I was fed up. I probably said I was fed up. I'm tired of them. Let's move on. You know, when you lose as your fan, you're really frustrated. They're not going to. I didn't think for a minute they're going to get rid of him, but of course they're going to stick with him, and he's going to improve. Hopefully, he's going to keep improving. I said it. I take it back now. I hope he stays for 10 years. 10
Something tells me Joe Namath doesn't mean that.
10 years, huh?
You know, the old like to be a little sarcastic from time to time. I don't think Joe Namath didn't sound like he enjoyed watching Zach Wilson very much.
I've never seen so much come from a moral victory.
It's
So crazy.
Yeah.
The Jets haven't won a Super Bowl since the 60s, but they could, throw up a banner. Didn't get embarrassed by the Chiefs on national television.
Yep. There you go. That's what they have to hold on to. That and the 2 plays of Aaron Rodgers' career there. It was rough. It was a glorious Hard Knocks, though, I tell you what.
It was especially the mentalist. I don't know how he does that.
From one bum quarterback in Zach Wilson to another one, Russell Wilson. This is Marshawn Lynch recently stating his opinion on his tenure in Seattle and what his relationship was with a few of the key pieces to that regime.
From your expert opinion, you played in Seattle, you know Russ, you know Pete. What happened with that relationship?
Man, look, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I wouldn't be the right person to speak on their relationship because I didn't with them. You feel what I'm saying? So
you didn't mess with who?
I didn't with Pete,
Uh-huh.
and then I mean, you know, Russ was like just a quarterback for me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll take Russ and I'll put him right there at quarterback and I'll rock with him.
Right.
Because I have done that.
Right.
But I mean, you know, as far as anything else, it's like there's
y'all didn't have a relationship outside of football.
No, there's no. I mean, it can't pick up the phone and call old boy or nothing.
Right.
And then I mean, you know,
What you mean you couldn't pick up the phone? I mean,
I don't got his number.
But you would. I mean, but if you know,
yeah, for sure.
Right.
All right. So basically, he's saying, and let me break it down for you. Marshawn Lynch is a real dude, right?
Yep.
And Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson are not. So he ain't mess with him.
Well,
he didn't want to get caught up in them little games.
I think Beast Mode probably stopped talking to Pete Carroll after he didn't get the football in the Super Bowl.
So did a lot of people, though.
I think that.
The defense lost their mind.
I think we know why he doesn't F with Pete Carroll.
Richard Sherman lost his mind on the sideline.
The goal line. You didn't give it to somebody called Beast Mode. The worst decisions of all time. And then someone put the blame on Russ. Oh, did he take that moment away from Beast Mode? Did he? Yeah, I understand. You took an all-time moment away from me, and you bums, you blew it. Anyway, what else you got?
Now that you think about it, listen, people do crazy things, and people get sensitive and emotional, and people have egos. The fact that Russ and Pete Carroll were tight and Marshawn Lynch didn't mess with neither one of them probably played a role in that decision.
Yeah. What else you got there, Richard Kermit?
Damn it. So, Richard, you just thought of that. I know you just thought of that.
Point for Tobin.
Dade's house is that Leroy is feast mode. He does snack a lot.
Yeah.
What do you got today? You've been eating. You've been taking down some weekend leftovers.
Some ribs, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell by the finger licking that it was definitely some ribs.
Hey.
Some ribs at this time?
Never a bad time for ribs.
12 o'clock.
All right, I've given everyone enough time to head over to our YouTube and Twitch.
All right.
Now, Leroy, you've played football on all different kinds of levels. I want to know if you've ever seen this signal before. This happened this past weekend. This is Coach Jonathan Smith. Not sure if you guys saw this right here. All right, telling everyone to calm down. Let's see from the top there. Yes.
Rubbing the nips?
Yeah, a little bit of nipple rubbing
like
there.
Squeezing the hooters?
Squeezing a little bit.
Oh, milk the clock.
Yeah, there you go. He is telling his team.
Hey, why couldn't he just done this?
This guy's a great coach.
Why couldn't he just done this? He have to give like
He was very sensual.
Look.
I don't like it.
There you go.
That's, he's the head. Is he the head coach of Oregon State?
He is. That is Jonathan Smith, head coach of Oregon State. That was over there. Over their win against Utah. He was telling them time to milk the clock. But you received a lot of backlash.
He did.
He did indeed.
Why?
They just said it wasn't appropriate. So this is something that he responded to. He said he won't be using that signal.
I mean,
not looking just only at our players on tape, looking at myself on tape, in regards to how we signal plays at the end, communicate. Got to do things better there. So for those I offended with that, I apologize. I won't be using that signal again.
I really don't think it's offensive.
It makes me uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable, fine, but like you know what? This is kind of like
the whole point of a signal is to get the point across.
I'll tell you why this bothers me. This bothers me I know it's a TV product, but he's doing that for his players. Okay. Sorry if you're offended that this is how they communicate something they could remember. Or like, you remember the time Jimmy Butler got fined for humping the air?
Yeah.
Why? Jimmy Butler, like, that's on you if you found that on camera. Sorry. Like, if you're uncomfortable by it, grow up, Peter Pan. If the coach
why did he have to give himself a little pat at the end?
Yeah, it was a little pat.
Exactly. Like there was
like you could go milking, but why do you have to pat at the end?
Coach Beaver looks like he's a sensual man. I don't know what to tell you.
Is this weird?
That's all he had to do. Milk. And that's the signal for milk, right?
No.
That's a legitimate thing when it's the end of the game or the end of the half and the quarterback looks to the sideline, and the coach would just be like,
Yeah, but that could also be raise the flagpole, you know?
Oh, yeah.
"Idiot!
Really?
Driving the truck.
It could
You
be.
idiot!
Driving, too.
Stop it!"
There's
I'm
no,
telling
there's,
you.
no, there's no
Listen,
mistake the move group.
Hey, jackass! I'm giving you an actual signal. That really was a signal. And
This
now
is
you
better.
saying it could be misconstrued. All my years of football, it never happened.
Maybe you're operating a well. You know, you got to get the bucket from the bottom.
Mind yourself, you won quickly.
Quickly.
Mine is self, my one.
Yeah.
-1.
I thought it was a bit harsh. Sorry.
Rough.
No, really?
Tough
Now you
crowd.
want to apologize to him?
Nah, I just thought it was a bit strong, you know?
Tough crowd.
You guys are getting on Bobby Frogner over here. It's like, you know, why can't he just go and live his life?
Bobby Wagner?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What about the Frogner twins?
Wagner?
Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner. All right. Now we're going to break.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Had Peter Pratt stop by the program. Thanks again to the host from Locked On Marlins, wrapping up the season for us.
I mean, we have a couple of we got a couple of guys over there that and we have a Dolphins guy over there too, didn't we? Who's the two Dolphins? Remember the Dolphins?
You went on a podcast that they've never been on our show.
Okay. Yeah.
But if they're good, I mean, I'm all for it.
Hey, what you think of Vic Fangio? I think he's coaching like a wanker. Wanker, love.
Can they say that? Can we say that?
We can say that. They can't say
can't
that.
say that.
They can't say that.
I like
you can't
that.
say that Vic Fangio is coaching like a wanker.
Can they say our words then? Like, can they be like this
don't know.
mother effer?
I don't know.
And we're like, whoa!
I did ask one time. We did a show on a Carnival cruise ship, and we
Really?
got to talk to the captain, and he was British.
Oh, nice.
And
Dude, he embarrasses the show every time we do this.
Wait, the Carnival or the one that was a couple years ago?
With Shaq.
Yeah,
Shaq was on it. That's the one where
we got Shaq. We talked to Zoe.
Zoe said he had a great what did he say? I have a
Zoe said
sense of
you guys
humor.
don't know we have a tremendous sense of humor, and then he gave us his prophet take on a then 19-year-old Bam and said that he's going to be the face of the franchise. And
wow,
he's nailed all that.
I was saying nailed that one.
He did. And the thing that but we also talked to their captain who was British. And I said, he always calls something like this, the guy over there's a real wanker. He goes, oh, you can say that.
Whoa.
He was like taken aback that I use such strong language. You can't say that on radio. No, you can say it on radio. No, you're a real wanker.
Yeah.
In that accent?
Yeah.
And he does it all the time. That's why the Struts cursed. In the poker room, I might add.
Why does that always, why does the poker room at like why is that the thing that
It was
adds-
quiet and it echoed, and everybody turned and looked.
Excuse me, you guys over there, the blokes. You keep talking, but first of all, who's the greatest football player of all time?
Okay. Wayne Rooney.
That guy showed up religiously.
David
Ask
Beckham.
us the same question every week.
Oh, he's good.
David Beckham. He's good. David Beckham's good, but he's not Lawrence Taylor. Listen, the Riptide tickets are now on sale for our Ultimate Music Festival. Riptide on Fort Lauderdale Beach, December 2nd and 3rd. Part of the lineup has been released with more to come so far. The Black Keys is going to be there. Jelly Rolls, Silver Sun Pickups, Bleachers, and more. Be among the first to purchase tickets. Visit Riptide Music Festival now. The Riptide Music Festival is powered by Ford. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Speaking of, the Miami Marlins season came to an end. They lost 7-1 in the wild card round. Phillies moving on to take on the Braves. So that was tough.
Got it right where we want them.
Yep.
Comeback kids.
Comeback kids are ready. We'll get you next year.
Yeah.
We'll get you next year.
When we were talking to Peter earlier, and I know we mentioned this, I really don't I understand it's a wild card thing, but we didn't even get one opportunity after this entire drought for our home fans to see us play in the playoffs. I don't like that.
Yeah, it sucks.
3-game series though. It's like
give me a day.
difficult.
But the thing that sucks is like the Marlins have made the play, even if you include the pandemic. Like since 2003, we haven't had a home playoff game.
Look at
Right.
that.
You
We have a
know,
new
sucks.
stadium.
Yeah.
Haven't even broken it in.
We've got some cool World Baseball Classic there. We got a home.
They ended up being the 5th seed.
What are you talking about?
The Marlins.
In this playoff?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. The wild
No,
card.
I know all the way 1 through 4 are home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it, but that's not really squeaking in.
I'm not saying squeaking in. I'm just saying
yeah.
that's just the rules.
Yeah. No, I know. If you got to beat them one of those top 4 spots.
Miami Heat practicing, getting ready for the season.
All right.
Red, white, pink scrimmage. We'll have a little coverage from that coming up on Monday night. So stay tuned for that. The preseason.
Is that FAU?
No. It's at Kaseya Center. It's at Kaseya Center.
Okay.
And
Are
then,
tickets free to that, right?
No, you had to pay about $5, and it was a couple of weeks ago that they went on sale.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a great benefit though for Baptist Health and all that. So if you guys do want to get down there, I think it's stuff is still available. I'll check that out.
I
But
don't think it's available.
you think it's sold out?
Yeah.
All right.
I checked for myself.
Wow.
Oh,
Does that mean like the
tickets for
whole
J-Fig?
arena?
What's that? Yeah, I guess.
Listen, popular team. But anyway, Jimmy Buckets. He was talking about Nikola Jovic. We talked about this quote that was circulating yesterday. We now have the sound of Jimmy. This was him at Heat training camp yesterday. This is what he had to say about Sweetener.
Nick could be walking with his chest up, man. The chest out. He gained some confidence this summer. I like that. He's becoming more of aware of how good of a basketball player he is and how he belongs in this league on the world stage as well. And he's smiling. I think he knows, G League isn't a bad thing, but I think he knows he's going to be up here with us, and he's going to play a significant role in these games with us. So this kid is walking around like he's been here for about 6 or 7 years. Look at him. Told you. Crazy.
I like that. Oh,
yeah.
Jimmy seems impressed. He seems impressed. His new brate.
I like
It's
it.
not. It's
Jimmy
not
did
out
love
of the
Gogi.
question
Loved
that. It's not out of the question that Gogi's going to be here.
I don't think it's out of the question.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Gogi's still a free agent. They still got a roster spot. Interesting. Maybe this if the Kyle Lowry drama does percolate even more. They have a very noticeable need for some more point guard help. And there's Gogi. Gogi's just living life right now, though.
Yep.
He's on the gram, taking his kids to school, enjoying it.
Love it.
He doesn't need training camp. He's Gogi.
This is the best case scenario for him.
Yeah.
No training camp, and I can become the new Udonis Haslem. It's perfect.
It's perfect, dude. Perfect. All we gotta do is get his number back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give him 77?
They could. I mean,
It's
that's
available,
Luca's
right?
number. He keeps it warm for Luca.
Okay.
I'm not wailing, by the way. I'm just talking about hypotheticals.
Yeah.
I'm not wailing.
That's not a whale anyway.
Luca's not a whale.
Huh?
Oh no, I thought you meant Gogi.
Oh, okay.
We were
He's a
talking
whale.
about get what number Gogi's gonna get.
Whale for my heart.
Yeah.
Yep. We also heard Jimmy Butler. He gave some thoughts on Jaime Jacquez Jr. You want to know his favorite nickname that the Heat fans are giving him?
Yes.
Triple J.
Juan Wick.
Juan Wick.
Oh,
He's a fan of the movies.
I like it.
I like Triple J was a good time. He was a hoot.
Yeah.
He was fun.
Juan
But
Wick,
this is what Jimmy Butler, who by the way is Jaime Jacquez's favorite player. And this is what he had to say on the rookie.
How he just plays to win. He makes all the right plays. He kind of plays like a vet. I think that's what that experience in the NCAA tournament gets you. He's very, very smart. He knows where the ball has to go, and he's confident in his abilities. He sticks to that, and he definitely plays to his strength.
Juan Wick.
Playing like a vet.
Playing like a vet. Everybody says that. I got the vibes off that too. Very mature. Very mature.
Stop
I had
it.
to,
What?
Stop it.
What?
Mature.
Yeah.
That's not how you say it.
Tomato. I gave you both stuff. I said mature, mature. Same thing.
All right.
What's the difference?
No one says that other one, but it's cool.
You don't think anybody uses the pronunciation?
No.
Mature.
Mature.
No, I'm actually
Not
positive.
not nobody that speaks English.
Okay, dude. All right. You guys.
Stop trying to scout people in the hallway. There's no one here.
It's true. It's ghost town.
Where is everybody?
I don't. This
I
is
It's
don't
supposed
know.
to be
It's
Spirit
actually
Week.
weird. It's dark on the other side of the building.
Well, it's supposed to be Spirit Week.
Maybe it's.
I'm
like
gonna take an Instagram of it saying Spirit Week because there's a sign, and then I'm gonna be like, and then there's everybody. Apparently, when we said Spirit Week, we
They
meant we
meant-
were just gonna be here in spirit.
Oh,
Apparently, that's what that meant.
nice.
Or they took October a little bit too literally.
Oh, like there's ghosts out there.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what happened. Our office just turned into ghosts. Damn, I hate that.
One more
Not
from
good.
one more from Jimmy Buckets on all the moves that people made, he was asked, so does this give the Jimmy and the Heat a little extra chip on the shoulder with all the other moves in the East?
What's happening around basketball? Do you feel like there's an extra sort of chip on your guys' shoulder, or is it sort of business as usual?
Nah, no chip on my shoulder. I can't speak for everybody else. We're a good basketball team. People gear up to beat us. It's a sign of respect.
He is right. A lot of moves. Giannis,
man,
he's like, get me Dame or I leave.
I had to talk
Celtics
people off the ledge yesterday. Is that happening with you?
Talk people off the ledge?
Yeah, everyone's like, the East got so much better. And I keep having to remind them that Boston just the samesies.
I think Jrue Holiday's a really good player.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if they're going to be better with him.
I mean,
I think that they got rid of a big part of their identity.
Yep.
Robert Williams was a huge factor in slowing down the Heat's two best players.
Yep.
He's one of the most successful guys that they had to throw at Bam and Jimmy.
And let's not forget about their version of what's his name in Golden State. They just traded in offseason. Their point guard.
Jordan Poole?
Huh?
Jordan Poole?
No.
Brogdon.
No. The Celtics traded him, and he was the equivalent to what
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, they traded Marcus Smart too.
Gotcha.
Which is he is what kept that team tough, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. There's a couple of guys that kept that team tough.
I like Jrue Holiday as a player, but your move to improve cannot be get rid of a guy I thought was the best defender against Jimmy Butler to a guy that Jimmy Butler screamed in his face and said, "I own you," and obliterated in 5 games. Like, the Celtics are different. I don't know if they're better. I think the Bucks are better. The Bucks I think Giannis with Dame, is scary. I think people will talk about they suffer a little defensively, but that's a duo. It's not as perfect as Joker and Murray because, Joker's probably a better offensive player than Giannis is.
Right.
But it's as good a duo as anybody in the league. There's no doubt. That one scares me. I'm not going to lie. Like, when that series happens, I'm going to be like, man, the Heat, let's see how they get over this mountaintop. But I don't know about Boston. I know. I'm sorry that I have, I'm blaspheming against everybody's favorite child of the NBA because everybody always likes to pencil in Boston because they're going to be amazing because Tatum. But the Miami Heat embarrassed that team. They beat them basically 5-2. Okay. It says 4-3. It was basically 5-2. I still don't think Derek White got that tip in. That's just me. So they beat them 5 times. I don't know. Like, that team is different, but do Tatum and Brown scare you?
No, because, maybe Tatum has, one of those series or whatever, but they never have it together, right? It's either one or the other. And the thing that used to get the Heat in trouble with the Celtics were all of the others.
North by
you know
South.
What I mean? All the others coming through.
If Holiday was on the Heat, Tobin would be cocky Heat fan all day. I see you, Tobin. Riley let down the city, let down Butler. End of story. I don't think. First of all, I like the Heat's team. Second of all, if they would have gotten Jrue Holiday, I like Jrue Holiday as a player. If you would have gotten Dame, I would have actually been cocky Heat fan because he's Damian Lillard's a better player than Jrue Holiday. He's an assassin. He is. Jrue Holiday's well-rounded. He's a great defender. But Jimmy Butler embarrassed him last year. He did. So, I don't know. I'm just telling you, like, if he would have gotten Jrue Holiday, that would have been cool. I would have liked it. I knew it was never going to happen because Cronin had him. And by the way, did you see Jrue Holiday come out? Oh, this Jrue Holiday kissing Cronin's ass. Oh, nobody was better to work with than Cronin. He was like, Cronin got me to where I was.
2 minutes.
He loved Joe Cronin. He's like, nobody was more what's the word I'm looking for? It was like more amendable than Joe Cronin was. Got me to what, it was very clear. Communication was great. I was like, enough of you, Jrue Holiday. Boom, you sheep.
Yeah. Baby sheep, too. because he's little.
Game Boy 305 says Tobin is part of the Heaty blinders. That's me, dude. I got my heat blinders on. Whatever you say, Riles. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna sit here carry water for Pat Riley.
Not this again.
You need me to carry that water, Pat?
Okay.
Put it on old Tobes. I'll carry that water.
So let me ask you this: as currently constructed, before they play any games,
yep,
the Bucks are the team to beat, right? I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm just saying, on paper, they're the team to beat.
I would agree with them. I would agree with. I don't even think they are still the betting favorite though. I think the Celtics went back to the betting favorite after the Jrue Holiday trade. I don't
really.
Agree.
I don't necessarily agree with that either because
how much on the Heat to win the championship?
You're basically asking Jrue Holiday to be Marcus Smart.
But you know what's going to happen? Like we all know what's going to happen is that everyone's going to overlook the Heat. Jovic is going to be amazing. Tyler's going to average 26. This Cole Swider is going to be the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
Yep.
Orlando Robinson is going to be amazing. Haywood Highsmith is going to bring the clamps.
What about dunks?
Oh, dunks
Dunkyard
too.
dog.
Dunkyard. But like all that stuff is going to happen, and people are going to be like, "Oh, the Heat. Who would have figured?" And you're going to be like, "We did.
Right.
We did. Idiots." Back after this.
And Leroy,
I'll put Pat Riley's water wherever he wants, dude.
In a little martini glass.
I'll drink Pat Riley's bathwater.
Okay, no, okay, hold on. What are we even
what?
15 minutes of game day uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
All right, welcome back. 15 minutes of game day uncensored here with you, which is going to come your way 9 a.m. this Sunday. Myself, Omar Kelly, and Alejandro Solana. So tune in for that. We'll get you ready for Dolphins and Giants. Heard a little bit earlier from Mike McDaniel, who does not want to refer to this as a get-right game. Almost makes him sick to bring it up. So we'll get into
Too early in the season.
Too early. I would agree with it. I think that, look, we saw, I mean, it feels like every week we're seeing like 2-3 games. We're like, how the hell did that, what happened there?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're Brendan Tobin, all 5.
As Dallas.
As Dallas, ask Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh got the snot beat out of them. I mean, Tennessee, Joe Burrow, I don't know what's going on with him.
He's hurt, which is like,
Hey, he said after the last game, he was like, I feel better than I ever have after a game.
It doesn't mean you're healthy, though.
What the hell does that
He
mean?
can't move.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
And think about this. That offensive line. Okay?
They're bad. Don't listen. They're bad. Not New York Football Giants.
While we sitting here talking about, and there's people commenting on Deshaun Watson not playing, look down south. Their quarterback is sucking it up and playing. And how's that working out for them? Now, think about this. Now, you think in that organization, they're thinking we would have been better off giving him 3 weeks off and letting him get healthy.
Probably.
Right. But now this is going to linger on all damn season.
Well, you saw week 1 when he had the Theragun on his calf. But Joe Burrow, I mean, hurt, not hurt. I mean, those numbers are really bad.
Yep.
Really, really bad. Joe Burrow.
This is it for me. He's on notice for me.
Really?
Yeah. I get the whole cute
You
little
have him as
Super Bowl
fantasy,
run.
huh?
He's my fantasy quarterback, dude. He has given me nothing for 4 weeks. And at this point, we're like a quarter through the season. Joe Burrow, you're on notice, dude.
Wow.
You're on notice.
These are his games so far. 14 of 31, 82 yards week 1.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
27 of 41 for 222 yards.
Oh, aired it out.
2 touchdowns and a pick and a loss to the Ravens. 26 of 49 for 259 yards, no touchdowns.
Bum.
And in like each one of these games, by the way, he's throwing like an average of 5 yards a game.
For sure. Like what?
20 of 30 for 165 yards, no touchdowns.
Imagine if Tua threw the ball 50 times. Crazy, bro.
Crazy. He has been.
See, you think about it as Tua throwing it for 50 times. I'm thinking of it the circumstances in which Tua has to throw it 50 times. That ain't gonna never be good.
I tell you what, though, man, they were raving about Devon Achane. Tua was giving me the Goosies talking about Achane yesterday. Like they found their new secret weapon. Here's Tua.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you guys see it. I think the entire NFL can see it. Dude's a special player. He understands ball like the back of his hand. And I think that is one of the coolest characteristics that I can say about someone like him is he's very soft-spoken, but he's very smart, very intellectual when it comes to the X's and O's, understanding where to line up, where he needs to be in the timing of the play and things like that. And, I think that's something that needs to be said because it's hard, especially being in this offense. So he's done a tremendous job. And, I know he'll continue to work hard and continue to do all he can to help us try to win games.
Wow. Goosies. Woo. Knows ball like the back of his hand, dude.
Yep.
Look at it. That's how we know. Look at it. Like the back of his hand. That's how Devon Achane knows ball.
I have a couple scars I didn't know I had. You ever really look at the back of your hand?
Oh, I don't have to because
you know it?
I know it. I know it. Devon
Football.
Achane also, by the way. Didn't you say you had this superpower where you were able to like be hit but not really hit in your career? He was saying it's pretty hard to tackle me. I'm able to maneuver and not take direct hits.
That's one of the skills of longevity.
How do you do that?
I'll tell you how. So, say if you're coming to get me, right? And you're coming at an angle. Right at the last minute.
There you go.
Right at the last minute, I will turn and hit your back shoulder.
Oh.
So where you think you're getting ready to get a full hit on me, I'll just know. I know I'm getting tackled, right? I know I can't avoid it because you got a good angle. So I'll just kind of slow up a little bit, let you think you're going to knock me out, and then just run at your back shoulder. And so even though you may get the tackle, it's not a direct hit. It's not. Now, sometimes you can't avoid it, right? But for the most part, you just kind of maneuver your way around the game to where you identify, okay, this is it, right? And try not to get that. I like to call it the celebratory tackle, where they get up and start talking trash over you, and then you want to fight.
Nick T says Tobin is.
I tell you what, I hate to step over.
Oof.
I hated to step over. They tackle you and then get up and then walk over you.
Oof. Nick T says Tobin is Devon A. Chin.
You sure it's not A. Chine?
You should have said 8 Chin.
Wow.
Good. That's a good one.
Listen, this is good. He deserves a point. He's taking all the frog jokes.
Yes. Half a point. I don't want to take all credit for that one.
Here's a little bit more from Tua. Throwing a little bit of shade at Flores yesterday.
I definitely have become more vocal. I think when I came into the league during COVID, it was a little hard for me to find myself leading the way I wanted to lead because of the hierarchy with how I was told I should have led. It just wasn't the way I felt comfortable with, and so I didn't lead that in that sense. I continued to lead the way I felt was necessary in being the true character to myself. And so, having Mike and the new coaching staff come in has definitely helped allow me to be myself. And with me being able to be myself, that's just how it became to be. More vocal, feeling comfortable talking to guys certain ways. And it's also how you approach guys in this league. Some people respond better when you yell at them. Some respond better if you just pull them to the side and have a man-to-man conversation. And there's just different ways that you go about that. And I would say that's sort of my leadership.
I'm surprised he also didn't end that with and enjoy 1 and 3, Brian Flores.
Yikes.
Oof. That Minnesota defense. Jesus.
Not looking good. Not
Play a little Goosies, no Goosies coming up next. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hey, we're giving you a chance to win a photo op with Raheem Mostert and an autograph, courtesy of Hollywood Collectibles. For your chance to win, text the word offense to 20357. That's offense to 20357, and you could win. If you don't win, you can still meet Raheem at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania Beach on October 14th. There's going to be photo ops and autographs. Tickets on sale now at HollywoodCollectibles.com. Marcos?
Yes, sir.
What do you got today for Goosies, no Goosies, dude?
Oh, do I got some stuff for yous. The New York Giants defensive coordinator has arguably the worst name for a defensive coordinator. Wink Martindale. Does not sound tough at all. You need to be like a Vic or Butch. It's pretty good.
You want the offense to stink? You hire Wink.
Look at that.
What?
No, it's not good. That was good.
-1.
Anyway, this is what he had to say about the Dolphins offense. Is this disrespectful? Does it give you Goosies or no Goosies? You be the judge.
Well, my wife called me last night before she went to bed. She said she was worried about me. She said, "You get any sleep?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sleeping like a baby. Every 2 hours I wake up and cry and go to the bathroom and try to go back and get some more sleep." I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. But that's where this league's heading. With some of the other scores, the points have been up pretty high. I think it does. I told our guys, not the players, I told our staff, because we're all old enough to remember the greatest show on turf. This is like that 2023 supersonic. I mean, they're faster than that. And that's the whole thing that, in preparing a team going into this environment, it's not even turf there, it's grass, and they're still faster, and this quarterback's playing at a high level. I got a lot of respect for the kid. He knows where to go with the football. He's accurate. Gets rid of it quick. And I can't say enough about Mike because of, the situations that he puts him in, where he can get rid of the ball quick, and he's got those receivers and, the right route concepts and everything else to get it to him quick. And I'm not just saying quick, like 3-yard routes. He's throwing it for receivers come out of breaks, and it's just put right there on him. So, in this game, there's, I told the defense, there's going to be plays made. We just got to, you got to just have that mentality. It's like, here we go again. Let's just try to get a stop. Let's try every play. Let's just try to get a stop. So, the more we can get them in third downs, the better off it is for us.
Do that in
a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Yeah. A lot of good stuff from old Wink.
Wink.
No Goosies, though.
What?
Yep. I'll tell you why.
Damn.
Classic fluff up job. I know what he's trying to do. I know what you're trying to do.
What is that?
Let our guard down. You
Fluff
build
up
us up just to sneak attack us. Nice try, Wink Martindale, if that is your real name.
Wink.
Not buying it, even though everything you said was completely accurate, including you probably going to the bathroom on yourself in your sleep. No Goosies.
Did he say that?
Not falling for it.
Did
No
he say he cried
Goosies.
himself to sleep or something?
Leroy?
No Goosies. I mean, if I did have Goosies, it would be the compliments that he gave Mike and Tua. But I mean, you're talking about this team. Your defense hasn't really been good against any team.
Yeah, but it's mostly been that offense. Their offenses.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to ask a defensive coordinator when you have an offense like that, right?
It's terrible. Terrible. What about you, J Fig? Wink give you the Goosies?
No, he did not. No Goosies.
Wink, I don't eat no kale.
No Goosies.
Marcos? What about you?
Accurate assessment.
I actually got Goosies from that.
Really?
Goosies.
Yeah, I'm buying it. I think he actually is very terrified, and I think he is already laying down. I think the Dolphins are going to put up 50, and that gives me Goosies.
What's also on Goosies, no Goosies, Marcos?
Number 2, since we're talking about the Dolphins, let's stay in that same realm there. Go from one coach to another. This is Mike McDaniel. He had a few words concerning Liam Eichenberg's center starting debut. This is what he had to say.
Like I said, there were some really good things that happened in the game. There were some things that Liam would like to have back. I know, like, I have a visceral memory of Connor Williams on Monday. And you want to talk about a guy that is crawling out of his skin to play. About the right stuff, things that he can't control, that injury. He takes it of the mindset he needs to get back as fast as possible to help his teammates. I feel pumped for Liam's game as his first game as a center. If I thought that was the ceiling that he could perform at, my feelings may be different, but I'm not sure if you guys have ever done something for the first time ever. But it's definitely not your finished Picasso piece.
No Goosies.
What?
You're not going to compare Liam Eichenberg whiffing on blocks to Picasso, dude. Sorry. Nice try.
Yikes.
I mean, like, in the midst of all those compliments, by the way, did I tell you about the visceral memory I have of his of my actual starter wanting to come back? Like, even in his compliments of Liam Eichenberg, he's thinking about replacing Liam Eichenberg.
Yeah, that's fair.
No Goosies. Leroy?
I got no Goosies.
Goosies.
He's got to play better. Simple as that. You can put whatever twist you want on it. And I'm more than sure that's not what they're saying to him. Right? He needs to be better. Got the snaps down, though.
Yeah. J-Fig?
Yeah, do better. No Goosies.
No Goosies.
Nice try, though. Well, Marcos, what about you?
Yeah, no, Liam Eichenberg is actually incapable of giving me Goosies, so that's a no Goosies sweep.
No Goosies.
What else we got?
Number 3 in the realm of football instead of football, Tata. Tata recently was giving it to the haters. This is him on Messi. He says, I find it very strange that a coach has to explain to rival fans why the best player in the world can't play. It's only because it's him and we're in the United States. Everywhere else, rival fans would be relieved that the best player in the world was not there. Does that quote from Tata give you Goosies or no Goosies?
Wow. Tato's
hold on. You're asking the right person first. Because we all know what you said.
Well, he's talking about road fans, though. And so for that, I got to say Goosies from Tata, because that's some great verbal jiu-jitsu.
If he can't play, he can't play, though.
Yeah, but he's flipping it on their head. He goes, oh, in what day and age do you not like your team having a better chance to win, which the Chicago Fire did, just because Soldier Field was sold out in hopes of seeing Messi. He goes, you guys had a better chance to win. What are you complaining about? Great work by Tata. Verbal jiu-jitsu at its finest.
I like it.
Tata, wiggle, wiggle, Tata, wiggle, wiggle. Leroy?
I don't have the Goosies.
Wow.
No Goosies.
Now who's all of a sudden, asking for Messi to get out there?
It's not a matter of that. Like, he can't play. Like, that's a fact. They're not keeping him out so all these people could be miserable. They don't get to see Messi. Dude is hurt. He can't play right now.
Dave South says that's a Tata box right there. He's right. J-Fig?
I had the Goosies until you started doing that Tata.
Tata, wiggle, wiggle, Tata.
No Goosies.
Marcos?
With Leroy on this, no Goosies. He's lying. Just put Messi in the game. All right, I don't care what you're saying, dude.
No Goosies.
No, you don't agree with me. I'm not saying put Messi in.
That's what Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy.
No.
That's what he said.
He said enough of the smoke
That's not
screens.
what I said.
Talk to me when Messi plays, and you know what? You're 100% correct, Leroy.
Wow.
What else we got
Not
on
a big list.
Goosies, no Goosies?
One of the reigning show ponies of fighting sports, Conor McGregor. Back to talking about him as he enters UFC's drug testing pool, paving the way for an official return. Does that possibility give you Goosies or no Goosies?
It gives me the Goosies because I'm tired of talking about his return, not return. But at least if he's
He
actually
hasn't won in 5 years, right?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. But at least like he's actually taking the steps because listen, we all know he was doing a little something to get that leg right, which I'm not judging.
He was doping,
but he was trying to circumvent the system, which is the system, whether you like it or not. That's the system. We have weight classes, we have drug testing.
Yeah.
You don't just get to bend the rules willy-nilly because you're Conor McGregor. So the fact that he's actually taking the steps to fight gives me the Goosies because then maybe we'll actually get a fight week. I'm saying let's bring it down here. Conor McGregor, Miami debut. Let's go. Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler trains down here. Let's go. You said Miami was going to be your city, Dana. That we were going to be one of your stops. Connor, he already loves it down here. He punched Bernie the mascot square in the basketball nose.
Yep.
You know, seemed to be up to some, at least at the very least, sketchy behavior.
Sketchy
at the
indeed.
Kaseya Center.
Yep.
Why not have him fight here?
I think that could be the reason why not to have him. But you know what? Let's see it, dude.
Has gotten arrested down here before.
He hasn't?
No, he has.
Oh, okay. I was saying that's surprising. All right.
No Goosies.
Wow.
Oh.
I can't blame him.
Talk to me when the fight is scheduled.
No Goosies either.
Oh, man.
There's been too many good fights. Too many good fights coming up in all of the fight game for me to be sitting here worrying about a hopeful fight with a guy who hasn't won in forever.
JFIC loves this segment. A lot of goose feathers flying around from the bullets.
A lot of them are coming from me too.
Yeah, a lot of no Goosies.
Marcos?
Yeah, I'll see. I agree with Leroy again. He's been on the money this time. Just prove it to me. When you can actually prove that he's gonna be available for a fight, then maybe I'll get some Goosies. As of right now, nope.
Give us one more, Marcos.
All right. Spirit Week here at Odyssey. Does that give you Goosies or no Goosies?
No Goosies, dude. Everybody just showed up like an hour ago. Where the hell was everybody?
Oh, we found out actually.
So actually, I did some.
Where
digging.
was everybody?
I was boots on the gram. They were at the arena.
What?
Exactly.
Right.
They were at the.
They were at the
Kaseya.
arena.
They were at the They lots of pictures with the trophy with the Larry O'Brien.
This is ridiculous. So Spirit Week, we got the short end. You could have done the show from the arena,
right?
I already did it once this week.
Yeah.
I want a picture with the trophy. Come on.
They had nice pictures.
No Goosies.
No
What?
Goosies.
You guys went to the
Thanks for the
Kaseya Center
invite.
without us?
Yep.
Thanks for the invite.
Thanks a lot.
Boots on the gram.
How are we supposed to show our spirit if we can't even
hell
be in
is
the
that?
building?
We probably should have waited to. We've derailed it. I'm so sorry. Now he's going to be upset the rest of the show.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Everybody got to go to a party except for us
Yeah.
for Spirit Week.
Oh, Leroy, they had catered food as well.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Spirit Week.
You know what? It's okay because Leroy and I
Spirit
found the
can go to hell. You keep me away from your parties.
If the spirit goes to hell, is that an entity? All right, I'll see myself out.
-1. WQAA.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Did he get the memo?
You know what?
Because if he got to go, that's ridiculous.
He did. He did
He's
actually.
dressed
He went.
He went.
He got to go to the arena to
He
take
took-
pictures with the trophy.
He
Call
took
him over.
pictures.
Ridiculous, dude.
Sick of that guy.
You know what, dude? Don't ask me to do anything.
Me personally,
No, I just mean them.
just in general.
Don't ask me to
Okay.
do anything.
Yeah.
You guys went to a heat party without me?
I'm gonna look on his.
You guys
Instagram.
went to a heat
Yeah.
party without me.
Without old Tobes, huh?
Without old Tobes.
Oh, is he gonna answer for
You
his
guys
crimes?
Sit here and you call me a fan
look
with
at
good
him.
access.
Oh,
this
look
guy
at
went.
that.
This guy
You went
walks
to the
in there.
Casino
Did you
Center.
guys go to the heat party?
Did you go to the heat party?
Hell yeah.
Oh, he got to go to the heat party, Leroy.
Look
We didn't
at
get to
this
go to the
guy.
heat party.
Who's he?
Ridiculous, dude. Solana.
Oh my God.
Solana Bobana to be exact.
Look at him. He's got his do you have a dry fit tucked in? What are you doing massage
care-
therapy? Like what's going
Careful,
on?
he
He's
might
not
come
doing-
out for your outfit.
This is a
What are you
handsome outfit he has.
What are you you out there stretching Jaime Jacquez? Like what do you look like you're on the Heat staff?
I'm like Juandissimo from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Looking good, dude. Looking sharp.
Oh man. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marlins season came to an end. Let's hear from Marlins manager Skip Schumacher with his year coming to an end. First year as Marlins manager, getting the Fish to the playoffs. He says we now have a standard and there has been a culture change.
Projections had us at probably less than 10% of making the playoffs. I think the culture changed. I believe that there's a new standard in that clubhouse now, and now it's up to them to protect that standard, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big time thing. He's got them in a position. They're always going to be in a tough division. You know, the Braves are going to be good for a while. The Phillies, obviously loaded with talent. You know, the Mets, I mean, they're still the Mets. I mean, they can get in their own way, but they have the resources to try and reset every year because their owner's really rich. But as I think they've seen to their neighbors up north in the Citrus Series, they've gone up with a lot of financially tough Titans in that AFC or that AL East, and the Rays have still won a lot of games. Now, I mean, didn't do much in this wild card round.
Can't get anyone in the seats.
Nobody
either.
went to the games.
No one cares.
Were
they home too?
Yeah, they were home.
Gross. They don't deserve that.
There's no team that went to a third game, right? No series.
No.
They need to switch it, man. They need to switch it. Let me speak to them.
Rob Manfred?
Get him on the line.
Here's a little bit more from Skip Schumacher.
It was a really fun year. I mean, I grew a lot as a person, as a coach. The sad part about it is because it's baseball, you're not going to see all the same people in spring training, right? And that's what sucks because I came to the field every day away from my family, but so grateful to be a part of another family.
Yeah, but all right. So is he telling John Brady to take a hike?
Whoa!
I guess.
All the midseason acquisitions.
Well, their season was twofold, right? One, didn't have whiffers on the team, but you did have the old double play.
A lot of double plays yesterday. It was really depressing. Every rally seemed like it was just snuffed out immediately. It was a tough watch for sure. Some news from the NBA. Joel Embiid. He has committed to playing for Team USA in the Olympics. He is not going to play. He had a decision to make between France, Cameroon, or Team USA, and he has chosen Team USA. I say this as a thing of interest because obviously he is a center. Bam Adebayo was the starting center on the last gold medal team. So I was curious to see what this meant for Bam. According to Anthony Chang, Bam said today after practice, he has already been offered a spot on the U.S. roster for the Olympics. So he is still on the roster. What this means for his role, I don't know, because the last time Greg Popovich messed around with Bam Adebayo, he cut him in favor of Miles Turner, and that was a wild mistake. So all I'm telling you, Pop, is look, you're going to have your new toy to play with in Joel Embiid, but tread lightly, dude, okay? Because we're not – let me tell you something, and I speak for Bam on this, and when I say I speak for Bam, I don't speak for Bam officially, but just let me know when I tell you, you better not bench him for Joel Embiid. All right, remember who got you there, Pop, okay? You may be all, jazzed up again because you got Victor Wembanyama, and, Popovich is back. But let me tell you something, dude, okay? Remember who got you your gold medal, okay? Okay? Okay.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Let's remember who got you that gold medal. Not Johnny come lately Joel.
Uh-huh.
A Joel come lately.
Probably should have went with that one first.
Whatever.
Yep.
Just remember who brought you to the dance there, Pop, okay? And he's already forgiven you once. All right? I shook you out of your shoes.
Whoa.
Remember that?
Whoa.
I fed you tapioca, old man. When I was like, hey, why didn't you take Bam? And he didn't know what to say.
That's right.
Didn't know what to say. He was flustered.
Old man.
Shreetha Chmalik says Steve Kerr is the coach now.
I
forgot about that.
He is the coach.
Well, let me tell you something, Steve
Oh,
Kerr.
no, dude.
Bob McAdoo ran all over again.
You just spent 5 minutes on Pop. Too late.
Well, let me tell you something, Steve.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be the coach, dude. Spo should be the coach. Let me tell you something, okay? Spo, you better make Bam the starting center, okay? Okay. You don't got
Joel Embiid.
Oh, dude, who got you the gold medal? Who got you the gold medal?
Really?
Bam Adebayo, okay?
That's what you
What
going.
do- yeah,
So you
what-
think?
I'm a
If,
little
wait.
bit
Let me ask you a question. You're telling me if Bam and Joel Embiid both play center and on the same team,
Yeah.
Bam should start in front of Joel Embiid?
Who's the champ? Who's the champ? Take a seat, dude. Win a medal. Okay.
I like Bam. I think Bam is an incredible basketball player, but you are on some other stuff right now.
What are you going to do? Try and win by flopping? How are you trying to win this gold medal?
So you don't think that Joel Embiid is a better center than
What has he
Bam?
done? Oh, how many? Really, Joel Embiid? What's he done? How many conference finals has he been to?
Okay.
Zero.
Okay.
And this guy couldn't even pick a team already.
Or
America,
let's say
Canada.
Bam would be a 4, but he needs to shoot. I would say this. There's no chance that Bam starts in front of Joel Embiid.
Yeah, well, I say there's
You
no
know
chance.
that.
Great.
You
there's
know that.
No chance of winning a gold medal then.
Okay.
Why are you gonna? Let me ask you something, Leroy. If it's so easy, how come Jaren Jackson Jr., alleged Defensive Player of the Year, couldn't even stay on the court for his team in the FIBA World Cup? Exactly, dude.
That's right.
Exactly. If it's so easy, if any center can do it, how come Bam's the one who got the
You're
gold
saying
medal?
Jaren Jackson is the same as Joel Embiid?
Jaren Jackson Jr., everybody acts like he's God's gift to basketball.
No, that's not
Same
my
with Joel
question.
Embiid.
Why are you going off with focus? You're telling me you think Jaren Jackson Jr. is better than Joel Embiid?
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is everybody thinks he's
Well,
coming
you
in-
can't make these comments without having any.
Let me
Like,
just tell
I
you
start
something.
questioning you on what you think, and then you mysteriously go numb.
We're going to just sit here. You know, it's really funny how we call about guys, all stats can't do it in the playoffs. You know, we do it with guards all the time. How come we never do it with centers? This Joel Embiid 7-1, never done nothing. You know what he's done? He's never done nothing.
Is it his fault?
How many good teammates does he need? He's had Jimmy Butler, James Harden, Ben Simmons, who at one time wasn't a bum. How many good teammates does he need? He's got a gazillion guys making $30 million around him. Let me ask you something, Leroy.
They're the ones not showing up.
Hold on 1 second, dude. Whoa. He's had plenty of playoff stinkers himself. By the way, also barely makes it through the playoffs every time because he's 7'1", lumbering, falling all over the place. So you tell me something, dude. Yeah, talented as all hell. Not durable, not reliable, never been to a conference finals, has had more star teammates than I know what to do with, gotten more coaches fired. So do tell, Leroy, do tell. When, dude, does Joel Embiid look in the mirror? And so what I'm basically trying to tell you is, hell no, he doesn't deserve a starting spot over Bam Adebayo in a tournament that's taking place in a year that I don't really care that much about.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo deserves to be the starter.
You hear that,
Because you want to know something? When Bam Adebayo doesn't have enough stars, you know what they say? Boo-hoo. Oh, Pat Riley failed you, Bam. You're not good enough. Wow. Except they just keep being good enough in the East. But Joel Embiid, oh, it's his fault. It's, oh, poor Joel. Look at James Harden. He's out there, and he's not going to make it comfortable. And Joel, they're wasting his prime. Make your own prime, Joel. Make your own prime.
Logan Paul did it.
Take it and make it a prime rib.
I got you. All right. You're wrong, but
What am I wrong about? Tell me what I'm wrong about.
Bam's not starting over Joel.
You listen. You might be right, but here's the thing: it's wrong.
You might be right, but it's wrong.
You know what? Hold on.
Let me tell you something about Steve.
Wait, no.
Let me tell you something about
I'm gonna
Steve.
say Marcos. Marcos
Yeah.
and J-Fig.
Let me tell you something about
Marcos
Steve.
and J-Fig.
Yeah.
I put the onus on you two to keep this man off the crack. He been pounding them Celsius and coffee for the last 2 days.
That's a good flavor.
It's you guys' job to shut him down a little bit.
Strawberry lemonade, though.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Can't stop him from having a
Can I
good
tell you something about
drink.
Steve Kerr?
Yeah. Let
He's
me hear
a
about it.
coddler, dude. Coddler of egos. That's all he's done his entire career.
Yeah.
He's babysitting. He won't have the tough conversations because whenever there's a tough conversation, you know what happens?
What's that?
That player leaves, dude. That player leaves. They just get rid of the problem. He doesn't know how to take conflict on directly like Eric Spoelstra does. So he's going to look at it and say, Spo, I think we got to start Joel Embiid. He did commit. And Spo's going to be like, yeah, but Bam won us the gold medal. How about wins? How about that? How about that? How about that? You know what, Bam? Don't even show up. Don't even show up for the Olympic team.
Wow.
You know what? You already served our country.
Wow.
You already served our country, dude.
Are you done, nincompoop?
What are you talking about?
Oh.
You like what are you?
What?
You're talking crazy.
How am I talking crazy?
Because you know
this guy whined and cried.
Wait. You know as well as I do that Joel Embiid is going to start at center.
Great.
So you can say whatever you want.
Great.
You can disagree with it.
Start.
You can say you don't like it, but you know that that's going to happen.
He ain't going to close.
I'm telling you the truth.
He ain't going to close.
No cap. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. You're so full of cap, dude.
It sounded smooth when he said it. Did you hear that?
We'll see.
I don't think
We'll
you
see.
don't.
We'll see.
Joel Embiid.
We'll see.
Guy, we got to beg to have him there, please.
We will see. And then I want an apology from you.
I'm not going to apologize for Steve Kerr's mistakes.
You think it's a mistake to start Joel Embiid over Bam? What is that? Would you have to get ready to talk?
Let me answer for him.
Oh.
No.
Whoa! Start Joel Embiid. What has he done? What has he done?
Flabbergasted.
Please.
Wind his way to an MVP? Oh, give me the MVP. Don't give it to Jokic.
He was pretty whiny.
Boo.
He was pretty whiny.
Every year, bam, he's like left off the first team all defense. The dumbest thing ever. Every year, he's defending everybody in the league. Oh, we give it to Jaren Jackson. Can't stay on the floor. Marcus Smart traded.
Look at that.
Ridiculous. Joel Embiid's start over Bam. You know what, Steve Kerr? I'm embarrassed for you, dude.
Wow.
Back up to this.
Jeez.
country. It's just like, what are we doing? It's just, you think if you'd accomplished the ultimate feat for your country, that somebody would go out there and they'd still give you your position. What do? You have to kowtow to some guy who just comes in there, never won anything in his career. And so what's the solution? Oh, let's get a guy who's never won anything in his career. Let's bring him in. And he was even flirting with France. He didn't even know, we weren't even his only choice on the dating show that is international basketball. And you're going to just supplant a guy who was Captain America that did everything, whatever.
Does Nick Lachey host this as well?
Ball is blind.
Ball is blind.
Riptide tickets for our Ultimate Music Festival, Riptide on Fort Lauderdale Beach on December 2nd and 3rd, now on sale. Part of the lineup has been released with more to come. So far, the Black Keys, Jelly Roll, Silver Sun Pickups, Bleachers, and more. Who else with Beach Weather? You love them, Jay.
Oh, Beach Weather.
Beach Weather.
We got weather on the beach.
Do yourself a favor and listen to them because they're amazing.
There we got seagulls and we got sand.
No.
We're beach weather.
Beach weather. Sing the song Swoon.
Swoon. Oh, yeah. You know that one,
I know
right?
you know that one.
Yeah. I'm a seagull and I swoon when somebody throws a breadcrumb.
I'm a seagull.
Visit the Riptide Music Festival now. Riptide Festival is powered by Ford. Also, I want to let you know we got your chance to win tickets to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs at Homestead Miami Speedway on October 21st and 22nd. It's easy to enter. Just go to WQM.com/contest. And if you'd like to purchase tickets, go to Homestead Miami Speedway.com. Miami Dolphins, they are back on the practice field, getting set for the New York Football Giants. Saquon did practice in a limited variety this weekly race. First time since he got hurt on that ankle. So, look.
Giants, changes the dynamic of that offense.
Giants
can do anything.
Giants suck, but they them getting Saquon back on this against this defense so far, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. And Fangs is out here, better be finding me some solutions, old man.
Lollygagging, dude. You know how the old feel about that.
Oh, the old hate to lollygag, But I'm just, what needs to be, everything needs to be shored up this week. I know Mike McDaniel doesn't like to call it a get right week, whatever. But this goes to the Broncos game. It's like, you're better than this team. This team has shown a lot of issues, this New York team. You have been so far one of the best teams in the NFL. Yes, you just got humbled. But if there's going to be a week where you look at the film, you see what your issues are, let's get it going, dude. Back at home. They've been amazing at home over the last couple of years.
That's right.
Ridiculous.
Sergey's asking what happened to OnlyFans. Clearly, he
Is
didn't.
that no longer a thing?
He didn't hear the
Did you
rants
cancel
yesterday.
it?
I've told you guys keep wanting me to put Vic Fangio on notice. He's not on notice, but I think, why you don't put him on notice, J-Fig? It seems almost like overkill to put Vic Fangio on notice because he knows it's an embarrassment what's been put out here so far. You're supposed to be this guru. Where's your guru-ness? Where is it? I want to know.
So
where is this so-called genius?
So everything you're saying, that's not you, but putting him on notice.
No. You'll know. I don't think it's time yet. I don't think 3-1 is an appropriate notice time.
Getting close, though, dude. I'll tell you what. Even if the Giants don't win, if they put up a substantial amount of offense, he's on notice, dude.
Depends, because I'll get distracted. If Jalen Waddle goes and scores 2 touchdowns and we win
here's the problem.
40-35, I'm going to be really distracted by the fun that we had that day.
But 35 from the Giants?
I understand, but if the day, but
no, dude, hold on. Let me explain something to you. Even though you get the win, that win has some side effects. And the side effect would be, what the hell is our defense doing?
Yeah, but if it's
No.
It's like a Wednesday conversation.
No. Not that offense. We ain't talking about Kansas City.
Let me just tell you something. If the Dolphins go to 4-1 and they win a shootout against the Giants, I'm gonna be distracted because the offense is fun.
But no, you're not, because you're gonna look at the defense and go 48 and now this to a team that's been horrible offensively. They average 11 points a game. Yep. 11 points a game.
Oof.
If they come out and score 30, you don't think, even if the Dolphins win, you don't think there's going to be a problem?
Yeah, but what if they go out there?
No.
Von H runs for 200 again?
Big picture. Big picture.
I like
You
offense.
giving up 30 points to a team that's only averaging 11 a week?
So let me get this straight. Just so we're clear. Let's gather around.
No, you're the only
No,
one
no,
that's going to
just hear
take
me out. Just hear me out.
Oh my God.
You would rather the Dolphins win, let's just say
28-3.
No. It can't be that. You don't play the game right. See, this is why he's Peter Pan. And I can't.
Wow.
Like I'm trying to have a
I
grown
don't play the game right.
I'm
You're the jackass. You're
No.
the jackass who says hard to say. When
I'm
I try to play the game with you,
I'm-
stop it.
No, you got to grow up, dude. I'm trying to have a grown up hypothetical conversation, and
You're
you want
not.
to throw
You're
things like,
smiling, so I know you're
would you-
lying.
what if it's 28-3? No, not best of all. Would you rather win a game this week? You only have two choices. If you're a Dolphin fan, okay, you only have two choices. You can win this game 7-3, or 40-35.
That's two terrible choices.
Oh no, but you have to choose.
Wait. We're talking about their offense. Why are you including the Dolphins' offense in
I'm
this?
saying you have to pick one. You either win a shootout or a slug or a slugfest. What do you choose?
That's not a slug. Dude, you'd be miserable if the Dolphins only scored 7 points.
7-3, but they win. But the defense looks great.
No. That's not. I'm not answering that question because that's a dumb question.
The
Dolphins are going to score 7 points.
Jerry, they're both wins. They're both wins. But one's 7-3.
I got it.
And
I'll tell you what. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I'll give you an answer.
Okay.
Hard to say.
It's not hard. I don't think it is hard to say. I think if I asked every Dolphin fan, if I went to every Dolphin fan,
No. This is what it's like dealing with you.
Be honest.
Hard to say.
JFig, what would you rather see? A shootout or a slop? Of course.
You're supposed to say hard to say, J-Fig.
That really was
Marcos.
Really laid it up.
That was
there.
the whole point.
Oh, okay, Marcos.
I'm all about
Would you
honesty
rather
here.
see the Dolphins win 40-35 or 7-3?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
Is it?
Hard to say.
What is it? Ribbit.
So you agree with me?
No, because you'll come in here on Monday talking about fangs.
I don't know. I definitely won't. My first, like I said, it's a
what? If the Giants score 35 points,
the Giants score 35.
No.
Leroy, if the Giants score 35, I'm not going to be talking about fangs on Monday if the Dolphins win 40-35. I'm talking about them being 4-1.
You are lying.
It's a Wednesday conversation.
Hold on. If the Giants, who've averaged 11 points a game, come out and score 35 against this defense,
But they win. But the Dolphins win. I'm guaranteeing a win.
we're going to lose our mind on the defense.
Maybe
Yes,
I'll win.
you will.
On Wednesday. It's a
You
Wednesday.
don't think that's not going to catch up to him?
I'm still celebrating on Monday.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. I know you. You don't.
Jimmy Butler has been singing the praises of this man all week. Says he's got a new swagger. If you guys missed it, Nikola Jovic joined us earlier in the week. He was a delight. He's ready to wreck shop. He joins us next. Yeah, but I do think that the old don't like to change their ways. 1, 2, 3.
but you know,
Yeah.
Nikola Jovic
Now
sitting
that he's
down.
a high school graduate.
Yes, congratulations, Nico. Congratulations on your graduation, and what did that feel like? Was your parents, were they more proud of the high school graduation or silver medal? What were they more proud of?
I would say my mom was for sure more proud of high school graduation.
Really?
Yeah, because you know,
it's national pride, Nico.
I mean, yeah, but like every mom, you know, she's talking about college, so you know, I'm just taking it easy a little bit. Yeah.
If the whole point of college is to have a career, you've already gotten the career.
Yeah, I know, but like education-wise, you know, if I can do something online, she would really love me to do it. But you know, I'm taking the basketball more seriously right now than that's cool.
You've been playing, but here's the thing with me. I've been one of those guys. You've been playing against grown men since you were 16 years old. So what is the development like when you've already been playing with guys? You know, you come into the NBA, it's not like, you know, say Tyler Hero. Right? Because he came from college playing with other guys on his level. You've been playing against grown men since you were 16, 17 years old. So when you come over here, how is that, you know, a little bit different?
I mean, it is different, you know, especially like you said, you start playing against grown men when you're young, and I mean, there's no other choice if you want to be, you know, good there. They'll just throw you out there, you know, throw you in the fire and see what you can do. And I mean, I came here. They're really great players. I mean, they're the best players in the world, and it is different, you know. Maybe they're, like I always said, it's a little bit more physical out there, but out here, just people are so talented that it's another level.
Nikola Jovic joined us here at Miami Media Day. Nikola, you had an incredible run in the World Cup. That video though of you after you guys come up short, and that was crushing for fans to watch you. Like, what was that moment like, man? Because you guys were so damn close to come up that short. Because you looked like you put everything into that tournament.
I mean, you know, came up second in the finals, came up second in the World Cup. I don't know, you know, everybody from our country was watching, you know, watching us. When we started, I don't think a lot of people believed in us because, you know, big fella Jokic and some other key pieces were not around, you know, with us. And so we went there, you know, just trying to make the Olympics. And we just, through the tournament, we kind of became better and better. And at the end, we kind of figured out we were one of the best teams. And yeah. The chemistry was great, you know. I feel like the whole story was great, and then at the end we came up short. Of course, you know, everybody was. The feeling was not great, but you know, it's still kind of a big deal for us, you know.
Did you find any benefit from being around the team in the finals and knowing, you know, you're just a rookie, like your role's going to grow here, but like being around those high pressure situations, how did that help you in the international stage, knowing your team was going to rely on you? I mean, you were a damn starter for them.
I mean, he helped me a lot. NBA Finals, probably the highest level of competition in the world, you know. And then I would say FIBA Finals, you know, in the World Cup, there's some similarities, you know. And even though I didn't play in the finals here, just being around the guys, being on the practices and just seeing how it looks and how hard you actually need to compete. And I mean, we're gonna go home, you know, and being with our guys in Serbia, you know, and being in the starting lineup, I just felt that at the moment I did belong there, you know. I did belong with those guys, and I did belong on the court. And like I said, we came up short, but these guys here helped me a lot, you know, being around them, being with Coach Spo and everybody here, you know, just seeing what the actual, like, I mean, you know our story, so nobody believed in us too, you know. Last year when we just started playing against #1 team in the East, Milwaukee, you know, really nobody believed in us. So that was kind of similar, but yeah.
I want to ask you about this because I watched like your pregame routine. I watched a lot last year, just like time worked out. But like you had this thing with Caron Butler, where he'd always make you do this game-winning move. And I've gotten his side of the story of it, but what is what have you learned from Caron with that whole game winner? Because he wouldn't let you, I guess, leave the court till you hit it, and getting that like turnaround move to fade away.
I mean, there's just a little thing, you know, we have, but I learned a lot from him, you know. I mean, first of all, he's a great person, you know. Everything he's been through, he's really smart person, you know. He's a businessman, of course, away from basketball, and he's a fighter, you know. I think that's the number one thing I learned from him. He's a fighter. He'll do everything he needs to do to, you know, become the best and stuff. So that little simple thing is it was just our, you know, our kind of, I don't even know how to call it, but yeah, he just wanted me to leave the gym every time with the game-winning shot, and that's all.
Now, nobody's more excited. I don't think anybody's more excited to see this man, see what you can do than this man. He's been waiting.
I'm like, no, my whole thing all last year, could you play for like 3 minutes at 11 points and 4? I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to work. This is going to work. And then you didn't play, and I'm like, he been playing against grown men. He been playing against older guys than you. He can't give us a couple of minutes. And so the whole year, I'm like, and you got banged up a little bit. Yeah. But now you come back, you got a little more size. More comfortable with everything going on, more familiar with everything. So, I mean, how you feeling going into this year?
I feel great. I do really feel great.
A lot of basketball. You really a lot of basketball. Last year.
Yeah. I played a lot, and I really needed it, especially because, like I said, I was injured through the season, and you know, going through summer league and World Cup, it helped me a lot. You know, I think right now at this moment I'm already in a game shape, and I'm ready to see what's the season gonna bring me. You know.
What's the goal though, Nikola? Like, what do you in your mind want to provide this team? Because there are going to be opportunities. Some guys are out now, and I think from the outside looking in, people think you're going to be a very important piece.
I'm just trying to be a part of the roster, you know, and that's all. I'm trying to help them. Like I said last year, as much as the coach think he needs me, I'll be there. You know, I'll do my best. We'll see how it'll look, but yeah, I'm just trying to stay healthy and play as much as I can. You know.
Have you seen Jimmy Butler's hair so far?
Yeah.
Did you laugh? Yeah. You just gave him the look?
Nah, that was bad. That's not. That right there, that's not.
Oh man. Well, listen, you're not wrong. It's just he's the king of media day. He always has to come with the jokey jokes every single time. Like
Not even the piercings? Nothing?
No, it's not. I don't think that's him. No. Maybe someone else.
Which is the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's not Jimmy. He's gonna make it Jimmy.
Yeah.
Before we get you out of here, Nikola, what was the celebration like in Serbia? I saw you guys got a hero's welcome back. What was that like? What did that mean to you?
I mean, it meant a lot. We're a small country. We're always trying to be best as what we do, you know, and just people believe in us, and people kind of figure out that we gave everything we had, you know, and we really played with our heart, and we really played for our, you know, national team and for our flag, and people loved it. People came, you know. There was a lot of people. I don't even know how many people were there, but we felt like we were on the top of the world, even though we were not at the moment. We were second, but yeah, we felt like we were first.
I know you said over there, you wanted to come back. I know there was a lot of noise around the season. What was it like when you, I guess, had the feeling like, all right, I'm coming back to the heat. All the Dame noise and all that stuff is gone.
I mean, I cannot say it was easy. You know, I kind of didn't even think about it until like the whole trade actually happened, and then the rumors started coming around that, you know, this was in the package, and then like I didn't care, but like when you actually think about it, that's how it goes. You know, you don't even think you just get traded. So it's kind of different from what I'm used to, but I'm happy I'm here. You know, I really, even if I got traded, you know, I still love these guys. They did a lot for me, and I'm more happy, of course, I'll stay here because I know I'm gonna get a lot better here because, you know, everything they do right. So, yeah.
Nikola Jovic, we appreciate the time, man. We can't wait for the season, man. Congratulations on an awesome summer.